bug be knocking. But welcome to episode 210 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Be myself this week. Fuck you talking about. Hello.
Who you be other weeks, son?
I be quiet.
Shit. What?
Couldn't get to that bell quick enough. Continue on with the introductions.
We popping bottles. This is the Eric J.
Only known as.
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life team from Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, what?
These headphones trash.
I forgot my intro now. Real life team from Lockhart, the girl next door, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K. Harris, the gentleman.
Yeah, I don't think you want us, fam.
Say something.
What up?
Oh, there
Harris,
you
the
go.
gentleman. Alright, yeah, it's your boy K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
I'm a better known as Kitty.
Alright.
Housekeeping.
Little tidbits, pick up some things here and there. So, go ahead over to www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
You damn right.
You can also find us on the Instagram and the Twitter at Technical File.
Mm-hmm.
You can also mosey on over to Facebook, Technical File Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
There, we also have a Technical File Pod Overtime group where you can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam. But do not forget,
Don't forget.
come say hello on the YouTube, Technical File Podcast.
Raffle.
For sure.
But like I say every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, share with everyone you know. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny. So yeah,
They come in here, some fire about to happen around this bit.
But yeah, man, share wherever you're listening right now, man. Share with the person right next to you. Sharing is caring, so it don't matter where you are or who the person is. Be like, hey, I'm listening to Tech File. You should listen too.
Yeah, tell anybody.
It doesn't even matter.
Literally the nearest person to you.
It doesn't matter who they are.
You need an intro?
Go ahead.
Hey, so I'm listening to this podcast named Technical File. It's pretty dope. Marky peeps and shit. They get their shit up. Go ahead and play that right quick. Go ahead and put that in your phone. Go ahead and press play. You want to share the audio? We can do that too.
Just like Tim said, do it right now.
Might have scared them off, but
Do it.
Nah, don't run away.
Do it.
don't get creepy on them now. Technical challenge.
Yeah, Tech File Challenge, man. Like every week, download the Good News Radio app. But also, shit. All right, this week's Tech File Challenge is anybody that was celebrating over the weekend for the Bucks championship run, post us some pictures. Where y'all was at, if y'all was at the parade, or if y'all was down there Tuesday night, share some pictures. Let us see you celebrating.
It was a party.
Party.
It was. I was down there drunk like I was a true Bucks fan. I was struggling Tuesday walking around them streets. And I texted all them shooting, I was stumbling like, Lord Jesus.
I ain't make it to work on Wednesday.
And I still went to work. They was like, you look like shit. I was like, I feel like it too.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
was
here.
like, nah, no. You want to see me looking or feeling
here.
like shit at work. So I wasn't even there on Wednesday. That shit,
I am here.
it was a good time.
I was clocked in. Wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
Yep.
SoundCloud,
Yep.
Stitcher, Spotify.
Spotify.
Just to interrupt this real quick. I finally made the switch. I'm a Spotify listener now.
Hey!
Apple Podcasts is trash. But you can still find us there. Pandora,
Yep.
Amazon Music,
Amazon Music.
iHeartRadio, Himalaya,
Like a player.
Wooshka,
Wooshka.
the award-winning Good News app.
Good news. What your yawning at?
I have to cough.
Don't worry, I had your back. Make sure y'all download that app. The Good News Radio app. Do it.
Do it now.
Do it. Join us live every Tuesday between 6 and 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Just, nice way to go into your evening Tech File Live. You can join into the chat, be part of the show. So come on, utilize that. Let's do that.
Obviously, you can find us wherever you're listening right now. While there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review. 5 stars or better. It helps us. We appreciate it.
5. We need all of you. And all of them words, all those kind words, please. Bring them out, please.
Oh, real quick. Shout out the guys at Give Me a Buck podcast. Jules,
Hey,
Zach.
Gang.
Shout out, guys. It was fun, dude. You guys are dope.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out Ken on Give Me a Buck podcast. It was a real fun episode. It was funny listening to them realize how big of a Lakers fan as the show went on.
I told him, I was like, before we started, I was like, yo, I'm
So
Lakers
you
fan.
got AD and LeBron in your top 5? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, like your whole team, like your whole top 5 was Lakers.
And that was off the top of the dome. I didn't even do that on purpose. But then I was like, oh, yeah, well, it's right anyway.
How about you had a guest feature too?
Mm-hmm. They said on the show, they was like, Tim, you're running. They was like, stop running.
Oh.
I'm not running from nobody.
Oh.
Ain't nobody hit me
Tim
up.
get called
Ain't
out.
ain't nobody running from nothing.
Tim getting called out.
I'm just saying, don't get caught out on the race too. I'm just saying, we out here talking about somebody running. We can run. We want to run.
We unnatural foot races, bro.
Like I'm saying, we talking about running. That's the only running I'm doing.
Take the Olympics back.
Hey,
Fam, listen.
damn
Bring it
near.
back.
I'll put anybody podcast, like you can, anybody from any podcast. I bet you can't outrun my guy Tim.
No, I'm definitely putting money on Tim.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be fun.
Any other podcast.
Whoever.
Names
Who
out.
gonna
Call
step
them
up?
out.
Twisted Suits. Motherfucking
But Elvin's crippled right now.
72 and 10.
It's
T.Y.
Tony, Quincy.
Q?
I'm gonna say
One
Q's
of
the
y'all-
marathon runner.
But he a
ain't he?
marathon. He ain't
Now,
got no speed.
Q got the serial killer stride.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you
ain't
know,
got-
serial killers run marathons.
He ain't got no speed.
That's why they be walking for miles and still hunting your ass.
Anybody.
I would say NWO, but you know they already got the smoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's Doug, but Doug seemed like he got some speed too.
I don't know. Why
Hey, y'all listening?
Anybody.
What up? Whoever. Y'all listening? Who trying to run
The
Tim?
Good News Network, y'all can get it too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, any network can get it. Anyone.
I fuck with that.
Up against my guy Tim.
Nah, I'm betting on him.
Now I gotta keep playing sports and
I'm
shit.
betting with him.
No, I ain't even gonna lie to you, and he was gassing me up. But last week Thursday, I did have a moment where I just had opened all the way up and just took the fuck off. I rounded first, took off from first to third. Swear to God, dude was like, "Oh my God, man, you're like the fastest guy I've ever seen in real life."
In real life.
Not in real life.
In real
I was like,
life.
"Hey, I appreciate that."
Not
That's
in
funny.
real life.
In real life.
Cause I'm in shape now. Like it's
That's
been fun. It's been real fun.
You've been enjoying it.
I have been.
Your best life.
I
I'm
have
here
been.
for it. I'm here for
That's
it.
funny.
You know what else I'm here for? You saying hello to all of our international listeners.
Oh shit.
I'm here for that too. But before I get to them, I want to shout out our top 10 listening cities from the past week. Number 1, Oakland, California.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
It's a town business.
What's going on?
What's up, y'all? Number 2, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
For sure.
Home of the world champion Milwaukee Bucks.
Could you say that? more
Every time you say Milwaukee, you gotta put that part on.
Could you say?
Y'all hear that? That's the bottles from the celebrations and shit that we've been having. Libations. Congratulations.
I'm choking and you telling jokes. It's not a good combination.
I love it.
Don't die in the celebration.
Number 3, North Bergen, New Jersey.
North Burger, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did I say? Oh yeah, we did say Milwaukee.
Rewinder, Ken.
We did say Milwaukee already.
We did. Bow.
I said every time we say it,
I
you gotta
thought
say home.
I thought you were gonna say
God.
after. Yeah, I thought you was gonna.
You know what? Miscommunication. It happens.
Hey, okay.
Can't hit us again.
Wait, did I say Milwaukee?
You been That's number 3. That was number 3. So I give him 3 chances.
He didn't get a chance to say
You
it.
didn't even let him talk.
You messed up.
You ain't let him talk. She was setting the alley-oop.
Yeah.
It was perfect too, and you
this
come out of
nigga.
nowhere and blocked
She
it.
said, "Did I say Milwaukee?" Bang on him. Nope, you didn't.
That was the setup we were
Oh my God,
Hey,
fam.
hey, put the bottle down. I don't fuck up in that. Put it down.
He said, I don't care what's in there.
This nigga crazy.
On the same team. That's not the lie.
This nigga tripping.
Number 4, we had Racine, Wisconsin.
Ray Silla, what's going
Hello,
on?
neighbor.
Number 5, I have never heard of this city before. I believe it's pronounced Onalaska.
Oh, on Alaska.
On Alaska, Wisconsin. On Alaska,
All
Wisconsin.
right, welcome.
On Alaska. Hello, neighbor.
Welcome.
Number 6, we got Mesquite, Texas.
Mesquite, Texas.
Not
Welcome
associated
back.
with the barbecue, but what's up, though?
Welcome back.
Number 7, we got Madison, Wisconsin.
Hello,
Madison,
neighbor.
welcome back.
Number 8, we got Neenah, Wisconsin.
Hello,
Good.
neighbor. Okay,
Welcome
Wisconsin.
back.
Oh, y'all came in.
Oh,
Because we
they
celebrate.
It's championship.
The neighbors
teams.
came out. It's a block party.
It's championship teams. Everybody wants to claim Milwaukee right now. Number 9, we got Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn, Virginia. Welcome back.
Number 10, we got Menominee Falls.
Hello,
Wisconsin.
neighbor.
Menominee Falls. Welcome back.
International listeners.
Oh, shoot.
I gave you all that time. I set you up too.
I
He was
know.
too busy trying to get his bells off.
For no reason.
Wrong bells at that. But I'm going to say the international listeners from the past week. Tim is going to say hello back in that country's primary language.
Okay.
We had Canada.
Hello.
We had France.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
We had Belgium.
Was it salut? Ah, ha, ha.
United Kingdom.
Hello.
Brazil.
I won't say hola.
That's Portuguese. I mean, they speak Portuguese.
Right, they speak Portuguese there too.
No, I'm saying hola is Spanish. They speak Portuguese.
Oh, what's the next one?
The next one is Switzerland.
Damn. Hello, in Swiss. Okay, Swiss German. We got translation. It's we because it's
Which language are you? Are you saying hello to Brazil? Or are you saying hello to Switzerland?
we in
You're writing,
Switzerland.
you're writing Brazil is hola best without an H.
I'm about to say because I know they spoke some Spanish there too.
No,
That's nuts.
but it's still Portuguese. Never mind. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I got you. Hola. We on the next one. See, is it like you know what I'm saying?
You showing the wrong person. If anybody is going to show
Oh, good Lord.
Eric, fam.
Definitely don't show me.
Oh, y'all would know.
You don't have the sound thing?
Oh shit. Let me go ahead. It's HOI.
And we also had New Zealand while
Wait.
you over here looking up Switzerland.
In English. Okay, we got. Let's say rather, bro. What is this? Hello to the last two. I'm sorry, we ain't gonna hold y'all up.
Yeah,
We'll get it right. I get it right.
Definitely dropped the ball this week.
Sport
Good
fact of the
Lord.
week. Someone is subbing. Sport fact of the week.
Y'all should already know. But on July 20th, 2021,
Uh-oh.
Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA championship.
They still don't.
Just know I'm be ignorant this whole episode.
Okay, here
the
for
entire
it.
one.
It's a championship episode. We saw Ken last year.
Oh yeah, I was pure ass.
Like the recap show, we was still kind of like in disbelief and like, wow, what amazement.
Yeah, it's sunk in now.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't gonna hold you up. Let's start the show. Let's go.
Oh, sure.
Look at that whistling. Your little
Snort.
Anywho, we gotta lead the topics off this week.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. We do. It's the biggest story.
It was.
Was it
Yeah,
It was.
of the week?
I mean,
They wasted no
Really?
time.
I don't think it's the biggest story of the week. I think the biggest story of the week is
I'm-
the Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA championship.
I feel you.
I told you, I'm ignorant.
but no. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers reached an agreement to get him to come back. Training camp was today. He was there.
He was showed up with a ponytail and all.
And thong sandals.
Chilling.
He was there.
Told y'all.
They worked it out.
This shit here, bro.
What I say the entire time. Like, if
If
he's
he
not
went
at
to
training
training
camp, then I'm gonna be worried. Where we at? Training
Training
camp.
camp.
Where he at? Training camp. Y'all stressed out for nothing?
Concessions though. Like I get it. Okay, I get it. That was his point. Like,
let, me
hey,
let me tell the people what he got.
all right.
The 2023 year in his contract, which is the last one in the current deal, would be voided. No tags allowed in the future. So this is a 1-year deal. The Packers. Wait. I got the itch in my throat. Someone. Keep
I got
going.
you. All right, so the Packers would agree to review Rodgers' situation at the end of this season. Rodgers' contract will be adjusted with no loss of income to give the Packers more cap room now. Mechanisms will be put in place to address Rodgers' issues with the team. Randall Cobb coming back to the Packers. This is expected to happen per Rodgers' request, and why the Texans acquired wide receiver Anthony Miller from the Bears. The shit is...
Wait, before you go, thank you, Chicago, for helping us.
Well, looking out. They're looking... Didn't even know it. Didn't even
I ain't
know.
what fuck going on. I'm like, wait, what?
Y'all single-handedly brought Aaron Rodgers back.
Yep. Appreciate that.
Talking shit all offseason. Y'all are the reason Aaron is back. Just let that sink in.
I want to beat y'all with that nigga there, so I don't give a fuck.
But the other Bear fans who've been worried about our downfall.
I ain't worried about
Who've
shit.
been throwing shit at our house.
We got a quarterback this year, goddammit.
Y'all is geek.
We got a quarterback this year, goddammit.
Hopefully.
Y'all got a rookie.
We got a quarterback, goddammit. I bought the jersey, we got
And we got the GOAT. Because y'all decided to help us out. And we appreciate y'all. Do you know this is the one time I'll be nice to y'all. I appreciate the Bear fans for this one. And the Bears, the organization. Salute. Mayor Lightfoot, that's out to y'all. You know y'all wanted to beat the Packers. But y'all helped us out.
Hey, man.
That's real love. That's real love.
It's garbage.
Last dance right here, folks.
I agree with that on that. That's garbage. But I'm going to put that to... You came back because one of the reasons Randall Cobb.
Now, where'd that come? Where'd that come from?
That
That's
was
his
the part
guy.
where I was like, wait, huh?
That's his guy or something.
Yeah.
That is his guy.
It is his guy.
That is his guy.
But Randall, he cold now or
No.
What the fuck?
They just drafted a younger Randall Cobb and Amari
That's what I was like.
Rodgers.
I thought y'all had young receivers. What's the point of bringing Randall Cobb?
We legitimately have young Randall Cobb. Like, prototype.
Coached by Randall Cobb's dad.
That's crazy.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought Rodgers' dad coached Randall Cobb.
They know each other.
Somehow, some way, they know each other.
Tim, you trying to kill Camille today.
I'm
Man,
not.
like, he's funny today.
We
man.
celebrating, bro, and she keep trying to die at the party.
Hey, man, my champagne got a real cap on it. Everybody else got
Damn,
a
you need a
twisty.
bottle opener?
Yeah, fam.
Holy shit. I got one.
Help me out. I'm trying to pop bottles, too.
I mean, you have to kill that shit, though.
Oh, that's okay. We going. It's a celebration.
You got the Martin Ellis. You got the good shit.
Yes.
Oh, it's a real celebration. Ain't that about it?
Hell no, dog.
Dang,
Hey,
bro.
they in here
Well-
wildin', bro. They in here literally popping bottles. Champagne everywhere in this motherfucker, man. They out here
Oh,
wildin'.
damn, dog.
They out here wildin'.
That's funny.
I pray to God we got that on
Y'all
YouTube.
out here wildin'.
It's all behind the belt.
The belt.
Oh, yo,
Big
got
as
the
a motherfucker.
WWE Championship belt sitting at the end of the table because, you know,
Why?
Ken, I got your glasses.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
all good. I ain't for the wear
because the champs is here.
My phone, your keys, the bell, my paper. We gonna be winging it today, folks.
Right. I may have to use this insurance. My bad, people. We may need to go ahead and hit a beep us out.
Nah, fam, we gonna keep it.
On interruption.
We live, fam.
Yeah, we going through it. We going through it. Fam.
Anyways,
The ref calling some BS fouls right now. We gonna play right on through it.
I'll be right back.
I think he was going to get some.
Yeah, he was.
Go ahead, fam.
Make it quick.
But Rodgers is back. How y'all feel about this last dance situation? But
Hey, man, I'm still on the high from the Bucks, so I don't really care what's going on in Green Bay right now.
that was the crazy part because it was like all week it was something negative with the Packers before Aaron Rodgers got announced that he was coming back. Like you heard that contract extension talks broke off with Devontae Adams. You heard that Darius Smith was unhappy in Green Bay because of how his contract got restructured. He thought he was getting all his money now.
That sounds like an agent problem to me.
And
But
he fired his agent.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I just feel like Aaron was applying pressure. Like he knew he wanted to be back. Like he ain't have any other options. It was kind of I ain't gonna say it's a face saving move, but I think that he got about as much as the Packers were willing to give up. Like it's not like he broke them or anything. Like they had to bring back Randall Cobb. Okay, like it seems like they're gonna restructure his contract, so it's not like he's coming back for the full 8 or whatever he's owed in Houston.
Thank God, because that's ridiculous. Y'all gonna hear some cleaning up going on in the background, but we gonna keep talking.
It's the construction, bro.
like I'm cool with it. Like I never felt no way really towards Aaron Rodgers throughout this whole thing. The only thing that I felt was like, just this is being petty. Like, just let's get this over with. Figure it out. Let's go.
Because he never, like, I guess it would be easier if we knew what he wanted in the first place.
Exactly. Like, it was just radio silence. Like,
and the thing is, like, it backfired on him because I feel like he just turned the fan base against him more than anything. Like, cause, again, like, because you're not talking. Like, if you come out and say, like, this is why I'm upset, this is what I want, and then it's on, you know, leave it up to the fans to kind of apply pressure to the organization. But if all that people hear is the Packers side of the story, like, they're going to take their side because, like, Aaron Rodgers ain't defending himself. So they're going to shape the story, like, in the most favorable light possible.
Well, if they can.
To themselves, at least.
Look, I thought in the Instagram post when him and Devontae both posted Pippen and Jordan, I was like, a little presumptuous. No. Y'all haven't won anything like that. That was a real, like, chance.
I think Jordan's trainer even said that. Like, they won 6 together. Y'all ain't won
like,
shit.
y'all, like, come on, like, don't. I think that's part of why he wanted Randall to come back for his last year. He's like, this is my last shot. If I'm going to get a ring, I want to get my boy a ring, too. I really think that's it. Okay. And also, him coming back and restructuring his deal helped his other boy out because now they got enough money to give Devontae Adams an extension. Because they had to restructure Aaron's contract in the first place. So he was probably like, this is a win for me going out. I can get 2 of my guys, you know.
Where did Randall Cobb play last year?
Houston.
Okay.
Remember, that's where y'all traded Anthony
Oh,
Mason.
yeah, what the fuck? That makes sense. All right. Fuck that.
Question, because I don't understand NFL contracts. So, it says that it voided 2023, but this 2021 is somehow his last year. Like, I don't get how that works.
So, his original contract next year was going to be kind of like a lame duck year where he would have been easily cut. So, instead, they're just voiding that year on the contract.
So I mean, because we're 2021 now, so, like, they're counting 2023 as next season?
Yes.
Okay, so the season that starts in 22 is what just got wiped out?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
That's not confusing at all.
So, Aaron's back. I'm cool. Some people took offense that he wore that Office t-shirt today. And I was like,
what was offensive about that?
Fam, I don't know, but I want that t-shirt. Kevin and the chili, like, that's classic. That is classic. But yeah, you gonna have to run point for a second.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we can pivot to the other, the Olympics and basketball news. So according to an NBA press release, there are currently 49 players. There are 49 current players and 16 former players on Olympic rosters. The Heat leads the way with 4 players in the competition. I think like most of them are on Team Nigeria. Also, in Team USA news, they lost 83-76 on Sunday to France. Who also has like 2 or 3 NBA players on their roster. So, this is their first loss in Olympic competition since 2004, when they lost to eventual gold medalist Argentina in the semifinals. And that made it so to the NBA. Made it so Team USA was in the third place game, and they wound up winning bronze. So, do y'all feel like Team USA is on the way to a similar finish as 2004?
We have a lot of offensive players still. Like, yeah, we brought in JaVale McGee and Selton Johnson and Drew and Chris, but
You mean for
defense? But it's like, all right, if we're gonna be all in on offense, the way y'all did, we need to run some type of offense where they gonna be all in, or just let them freestyle, damn near, like just let them hoop, because whatever we're doing right now, pop system. Well, we gotta be the most efficient passers, which isn't terrible with a team full of stars like this, but it's not a team full of passers. So it's like, all right, they're trying to adjust, and the players already came out and said that they don't even like the system like that, like they're struggling with the offensive system. But it's like, all right.
So you feel like it's a bad match of coach and roster?
It's not enough time. I won't say a bad match. They didn't have enough time to figure everything out. Everything was kind of mashed together so fast that they didn't really have the normal amount of time of practices, the normal amount of time of just kind of walkthroughs and tweaking things, or the conversations. Like, everything is being 110 miles an hour at them right now. And they're still having to learn how to mesh and gel together at the same time of, okay, who is going to be our number one?
Well, I mean, that should be obvious. But
It should be. But you have a team full of...
and that's the thing with KD. I feel like he can kind of float between different roles, and he kind of fills in where he needs to be, whereas like certain people, like a Dame or Jason Tatum, like, they're basically just number one options. You know what I mean? Like,
They're not used to being off ball like that.
right.
So now you got a bunch of on-ball scorers who can actually play off-ball because their counterparts allow them to play off-ball. Like, but their mindset is always of number one. So, like, Dame can play off because he got CJ. Or you got Tatum can play off because you got Brown or had Kemba. So you got, but then they also were, okay, but now you're going to be the one I'm getting the ball to anyways. So I would hope that they could figure out the lineups that's necessary to, I guess we have the lineups capable of giving everybody issues. It's just mixing and matching the right personnel. Because like I said, I won't even say it's coach. Granted, some of it is coaching. Some of it is the scheme.
Yeah.
But I feel like we also, if we mix and match the right personnel at the right time, then maybe that would be more effective as well.
NBA Twitter is interesting. It's like everybody thinks that they are like they're smarter than the coaches. Like Pop is considered like one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. Like I don't think anybody disputes that at this point. But like you still have people on there like, what is he doing? He should be, you know, like everybody thinks that they know better. And it's like maybe I don't know. Like maybe there are things that they can be doing better. But I will also, you know, have faith in Pop to kind of figure it out. Like that's kind of been his MO like throughout his career. Like yeah, he started kind of system based, you know, the early Duncan Robinson teams, but I feel like he adapted to his personnel like over years. Like the way that the 2012, 2013, 2014 Spurs played was completely different from the way they played, you know, when they just ran everything through the post or through the high post with Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's adaptable, and he's just trying to figure out his team at this point. And again, like they didn't have half their roster, whether it be COVID protocols or the finals, or you know, JaVale not even being part of any of the Team USA practices. Like they're still getting up to speed, and I think that what we're realizing is that we're not at the point anymore where you can just throw a bunch of stars together and just run roughshod over the world. Like the world has caught up, and these teams have been playing together for forever. And you get guys like Evan Fournier, who he's a role player in Orlando or Boston or wherever he ends up next year, but you know, like he's been like the go-to scorer for France for the last 10 years or whatever it is. So, you know, like just understanding that these teams are kind of built to be teams, and they have an entire system in place that is kind of just like, you know, they can plug along. Whereas like, how many people are left over from previous
USA
teams? Like KD played once or twice.
What happened to the system that we had in place where I thought they was committing, like they was going to commit to the World Cup or the Olympics, that you had to play the World Champ? Remember that? Because after we got bronze and they changed the Pro Bowl.
I mean, at the end of the day, like what you gonna do if somebody, you know, if LeBron says I'm not playing in the World Cup and he wants to come back for the Olympics, you gonna say no, LeBron, you can't play? Like the players realize at a point where it's like, whatever. Like if I play, I play. If I don't, I don't. Like they gonna want me next time anyway. As you can see, like this is almost a completely different team than the one that played in the World Cup, which was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And probably a lot of that has to do with the compressed schedule too. Like a lot of cats are like, man, let me just get my chance. let me get my time to rest. So I commend the guys that's over there right now. Though some of them ain't really make the that far in the playoffs, so you had some time.
Lord Jesus, you had to go there.
I mean, some of us played late, like up until Tuesday before the Olympics started. I mean, like some of us like 4 days before the Olympics started. We're still hooping. So.
Yeah, cats did have to lead a parade to go straight to the airport.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
Jordan Ward didn't even get to enjoy the parade. He was on the plane.
He was already gone. I mean, cause some of us had things to do. Like, we could just chill on the yacht.
I'm like, Drew couldn't give him a ride. Like, that was messed up.
I think Nigeria played earlier than
U.S.
Because he ended up playing the game. He dropped, I think he said 10 points or something. 10, 13 or something.
Sorry, my mom called him.
But no, it'll be interesting to see what they do tonight. The game's at 11 o'clock tonight. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah. It's
They
like
playing out Asia like that.
11:40. I think it's 11:40.
There aren't too many convenient times in the U.S. and Japan. So.
Let me see.
Ooh. Man. Also, Luka scored 48 in his Olympic debut.
Man,
Golly.
Luka was
I seen the
cooking.
highlights,
I
bro.
watched the game. I was like, this dude here is hooping.
I could have sworn whatever language they were speaking, I heard somebody say shit. A couple times. That motherfucker step back. I can swear to you, I heard somebody else say, like, he ain't gonna hit that. Because it was a step back at one point where it sounded like, I don't know what language it was, but it sounded like the man said he ain't got it. And he smacked that mug, I heard the shit. But he was hooping. He hit them so many step back. He had 48.
Yeah, he was cooking.
In a 40-minute game.
In the Olympics.
He was cooking.
He had 48 in the Olympics. Your first game.
Yep.
He does this, bro.
First ever Olympic basketball game for your country.
And the legend continues. That's gonna be an epilogue and shit.
Man.
Tim used to schoolwork.
On the
Man.
real.
He used to school.
Ain't epilogue at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at him.
I thought we were still in the...
Yeah, you know, it's cool. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, they had a little snippet of it, you know.
Hey, I'm with you.
My man ran through the Olympics, dropping 48 like it was no one's business.
But people saw prisoner in the moment. Like I saw what's it called? A poll after that game. They're like, "Who's the best European player right now?" And they were saying Luka, and I'm like,
Everything's reactionary.
because the finals MVP,
Kind of dropped 50 in a
in the closeout
closeout
game.
game.
That's what they was talking about today on.
Not an opening game against like Iran or whoever it was.
What's yours? The jump.
Argentina.
Argentina, sorry.
Yeah. The jump. They was talking about. Okay, who would? I think it was the jump. Who would you prefer to build a team around? Giannis or Luka today? So I'm like, we here already, bro. Like we've been there, but now it's no longer. You're not talking about Trey and Luka. Now it's Giannis and Luka.
It's summer. They ain't got shit to talk about.
They just talking right now, fam.
But, I mean,
was
Luka
listening
cool.
to, Richard Jefferson and Chandler, whatever the fuck his name is, they podcast. They're like, yeah, man, I don't know why people take us seriously. Like, you know, I spend like half my day just talking into microphones. Like, I don't remember what the fuck I said. Like after that, I'm like, but then he was like defending himself. He's like, but also like when I said that, like, was I wrong? And it's like, yeah, you were. Like when he was talking about like maybe Giannis is a Pippen and not a Jordan.
Yeah.
And all that other shit. But it's like, yeah, so they just be talking. He's like, you know, like, take it like I'm sitting in a bar and we having a conversation. Like, I kind of just throw shit out there sometimes.
And get paid for it.
Oh, so he a more reckless take version of us, huh? Just
shooting shit.
taking our whole vibe. Eh? Sorry, the bottle mistake. The bottle that we went through with all that when we was popping bottles to get, you know, and we hadn't spilled. It still ain't open. So we went through all this, and I still haven't had a sip.
Half her bottle gone. Half the damn bottle
I
gone.
don't know why yours just pops like that, because it's just been sitting here for like the last half
Yeah, like it's just, we've been chilling. Ain't nobody we was talking reckless. I'm scared now.
I know it's gonna do it again.
It's already open, so you should be good.
I ain't got the most. Oh, there we go. Angles, leverage. Okay.
Now join the celebration.
Dude, I know it's a compressed schedule, but I'm still thrown off by the Bucks playing this damn late. Cause like I woke up like maybe the next day or the day after, I'm like, damn, the draft is in like a week.
I haven't given a shit about no other sports.
So I've been cramming like a mug like for the draft, but it is on Thursday. So I guess we'll start off here. Like, are there any prospects for your team that you're interested in? If you've had a chance to kind of look at
I
things?
haven't even.
And we could find some kind of athletic as, I'll say like a 6'9" athletic forward prototype that we can kind of, well,
At
like,
31?
yeah. No, I'm saying like he would be a project. Whoever it is would be a project,
Right,
but like
Who
Mamdi.
is there?
No,
Like
Mamdi. Like Mamdi. Mamdi is considered a project for us in
Except
essence.
he's like 25 years old.
True, but he had the accolades down in the G League where we be like, okay, maybe you can take the next step and work with us. Whereas whoever we draft, put him down there in his spot. We probably ain't gonna use him this year. If we can use him this year, it would be perfect. Great, sure, cool. But they probably have to outplay Mamadi to get that big spot. But we need an athletic, a mobile athletic big that can board and block. You don't have to be able. You can stretch the floor. Would be great.
So you want a big. I was thinking more. I just want a wing that can do something well, with potential to do more. Like I want that person to be at 31 because there's some gaps, but do something really well. Like be an excellent defender, but your shot's not all the way.
Like basically
I
everybody.
want a skill set.
Everybody is gonna be available at 31. Although I actually feel like there's a lot of depth. Like I think that, let's say like, honestly, from like 16, 17 all the way through like 35, 40 is pretty similar. Like there are a lot of people that have that range. Like some have separated themselves, and some are probably closer to the front end of that than the back end. But I do feel like there's comparable talent all throughout that range. So I think the Bucks are in a good spot at 31 to pick up somebody that at least like they could be a starter one day. They could be a rotation piece.
What about Alex?
Who's Alex?
Antetokounmpo.
He's not a prospect that you would pick at 31. That'd be a big reach.
I mean,
that'd be a big reach.
I mean,
no. No.
Like, there was a report that came out that he worked out for the Pacers, and that was the first time I've heard anything about him in this entire draft process. Like, he's definitely like more of a
project.
G League, maybe, spend a couple more years in Europe type of prospect than somebody that you take at 31. Like, if Giannis says take him at 31, I mean, like, what the fuck you gonna do? But
you gonna take him at 31? Don't turn this into Green Bay, bro. Contract ain't even hit yet.
They picked up the Nassers and they got a title out of it. So what do I know? But yeah, I think at 31, like there are a lot of guards that are really interesting in that range.
Really. Give us some names to look
Any playmakers? Anybody?
What's your definition of a playmaker?
More of a pass first point guard.
I don't think those exist anymore.
That's why
like to be quiet, right? Like,
yeah.
Like that's the problem the Team USA is in right now.
Exactly.
Like everybody's like, oh, they need like a real point guard. I'm like, who do you want? Because like
Rondo is
even
still
if they
considered.
Rondo's like 35
but I'm just
years
saying,
old.
like, that's what we're going with this. Like,
right, it's like Rondo, Lowry, Chris Paul, and they're all 35 plus. Like, what? Name me another like young point guard that's actually.
That's what the game is missing, bro.
LaMelo.
That's the only one I can think of is LaMelo.
I mean, granted, Trey passes, but
Trey does pass, but like he looks to score a lot more than somebody like Chris Paul who's just gonna set up the offense. Like Trey is more of a like I'm gonna do all this shit. All you gotta do is just sit there and take a shot. You know what I mean? Like it's like you watching him for 23 seconds of the shot clock and then catch it.
Damn, don't nobody want to be unselfish no more. Huh?
Meanwhile, Chris Paul is looking at what the defense is giving them and manipulating it to get the best shot. It's different. It's different.
So there are a couple guys, and actually shout out to Jake Reitz on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he be snapping with the stats and the content.
Yeah, so he tweeted out yesterday, who would you like to see the Bucks draft at 31? So I had a list. So Jared Butler from Baylor.
That's the name I've heard.
That's what I want with the Lakers.
What position he plays?
Yeah, I think I'm really afraid of the Lakers.
Yeah, because he a playmaker, he a shooter, he's 6'4".
Damn.
Yeah, he explosive.
At point guard?
He's 6'2". But
he's listed.
He was listed at 6'4" in college, and they measured him. But like he still has decent size for a point guard. Like he's not small. Like he's thick. He's like 200 pounds. You know what I mean? Like so he's sturdy. Like he's solid. Like he's not skinny. Ao this.
I was gonna say
that's number 2 for me. Yeah.
And that's the thing with the Lakers. Like there's so many. Like they basically need the same thing that the Bucks do. So like,
ain't that old boy from Illinois?
Yeah.
Yep.
Josh Primo from Alabama.
Oh, that's the young dude, right?
Yeah, he's the youngest player in the draft from Canada. He's 6'4".
I'm about to say, ain't he kind of moving up in the draft?
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think anything between like 18 and 35, like a lot of people are in that range. So like everybody's moving up at this point, but it's like somebody gonna fall to 31. Like it's just the nature of the draft.
So do you think there's gonna be one of those drafts that we look back on in 3 years and be like, dang, that was a draft? Like look through who they had. Like.
I think what they're saying is like the top 4 at this point are pretty locked in. So that's Cade, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, and Evan Mobley. Like those are the 4 that have like separated themselves. Those are the 4 with like all-star potential. Kuminga and Barnes also have all-star potential, but like they need work. Like the other 4 are like almost can't miss.
Barnes is the type of
Right.
player that I'm talking
The
about.
big thing is like he can't shoot at this point. So like if he's gonna be a wing
We need
or
to
even a
bring
forward
back
at this
the
point, like he needs to be able to shoot. So like he's more of a project, but it's like if he hits and like the thing I've heard about Barnes specifically, so Scotty Barnes from Florida State. What I've heard about him specifically is like he has a great work ethic. So I think that whatever his ceiling is, like he's going to reach it, which is really important because like you have somebody like Kuminga on the flip side, where it's like he has all the athleticism in the world, all the talent in the world, but he needs to kind of like work to kind of pull all the things together, and there isn't as strong of assurance that he'll reach his full potential.
I got you.
Like kind of like Cam Reddish coming in, like where it's like you can see the talent, but it's like okay, will
you
he
work
actually
to get it?
right? So think about like Cam Reddish versus Josh Jackson. Like Cam Reddish seems to be on his way to kind of realizing his potential, whereas Josh Jackson never put it together.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Just to finish out my list, Josh Christopher, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, who's actually big, Cam Thomas, and Sharif Cooper are like scorers, and like they're small, but like they get buckets. Bones Highland also a bucket. Herb Jones is more of like a MKG Draymond kind of like big, where he can't shoot at all, but like the defense is just crazy. And then Miles McBride from West Virginia, and also Quentin Grimes from Houston. Well, I forgot to put on my list, but like those are like my wish list at this point, based on who I think will be available close to that range.
Ken, did you have anyone else that you was looking for the Lakers to grab?
No, my biggest one that I feel like is an absolute is Jared Butler, because like he looks ready and he will fit perfectly coming off the bench for us right now. So yeah, definitely him. He a playmaker. He can shoot. He consistent. Like he has a nice verse. Like he's dope.
And the only reason that he really dropped originally is because like they flagged him medically, like he had a heart thing that they had to like further.
Hold on. In the comments, Keith, good news, fam. This ain't no good news. He said, y'all know there's no chance for a back-to-back ship.
Ah! Hey, we coming back for it. I don't give a goddamn.
Hey, it's gonna be back to back as long as we selling on it. We selling on that mug right now. We'll bring it back around. We'll bring it back around for you. Don't even worry about it.
Bro, nah.
Don't even worry about it.
Y'all enjoy it now.
Y'all meet us there next year.
We gonna be there.
Meet us there
Y'all
next
make
year.
sure y'all
You
get
said,
there.
you
We
said that
there.
last year.
We there.
Or
I mean,
We did
shit.
y'all this year.
Injuries, we got a chip last year, goddammit.
We got shipped this year.
Look what it cost us. Everything. It cost us everything.
That shit is gonna cost us something too.
It cost us everything.
It's gonna cost us Bobby.
More than likely.
Hey.
Which,
Yeah, it's just
hey,
gonna cost next year, but-
right. Get your shit off, bro.
Hey, get your bag, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. I don't know if he's officially opted out yet, but he's
He has
definitely going to.
But
Brent Forbes did opt out earlier today, so
He'll probably get around like 12.
I do think they'll. Well, if PJ wants to be here, I think they'll bring him back because they actually have bird rights on him, so they can pay him. Whereas like they don't have money to bring back, like they just can't
Yeah.
afford to bring
Either
him back.
he
Like,
accepted or we can't bring him back.
yeah,
like the most they can offer him is like 5 something.
and Bobby outplayed that.
Exactly.
He'll get like 16.
Yeah,
I saw like Alexander Ovechkin signed like a 5-year, $48 million contract or something like that. I'm like, dude, Bobby Portis gonna get more than that guaranteed. Like, basketball money versus hockey money is not equal.
which is crazy. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
neither is
Ovechkin-
NFL money,
right.
so
Because Ovechkin is like one of the greatest hockey players of all
Of
time.
all time, yeah.
Y'all shopping around KCP and Kuzma
Hey, that's
to
that's-
everybody.
Wait. Well, I mean, we're talking about the
The
draft.
draft.
but-
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah.
what y'all shopping them around? What y'all think? Y'all might not even be picking.
They're trying to get a point guard.
Yeah, we need more guys.
I was.
Y'all gonna end up with Bledsoe.
I said that and someone was like, no,
Oh my
and I was
God,
like,
no.
I don't think that's unrealistic.
First of all,
he's a Rich Paul
I
guy.
was gonna say like, who is Eric Bledsoe's agent?
Rich
Rich
Paul.
Yeah, I know that.
Who
Still.
basically runs the Lakers.
Rich
LeBron
Paul.
and Rich Paul.
It's some
Who can you get cheaper than everybody else to still get a pretty decent caliber player?
LeBron.
Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, you can get that.
You right.
And to be honest with you,
I really.
it wouldn't be,
They're shaking his head like, no.
he's not a bad pickup. I think the conversation on Bledsoe has gone too far the other way, where people think he's like trash, and it's like
He's not trash, but it's just like if we go move in a direction towards a type of player like him, like let's get somebody else.
Like who?
Look, Westbrook, motherfucking
Westbrook makes like
40
3
million.
times as
Hey,
much money as
we
Eric
gonna make
Bledsoe.
it happen. We the Lakers, nigga.
You gonna
We're-
spend all that
we're-
cap on Russ? You said Russ. I sold you Russ 2 weeks ago. You said no.
And now he on board.
Now you want Russ.
Full
I
steam.
I said I want him.
Because they were shooting
But he'll
for,
be
for
one.
Lillard this shit. It's like
I
now
wish
Russ
he
don't
did.
look too bad, do he?
He knows shit. Hey, he ain't get the job done. We got to win the chip now, so it's like.
Y'all gotta
win
fill
or
out your
go home.
squad. Y'all got like 7 players on the contract.
Yeah.
Fam, I cannot wait to see the Bucks next season. This man watching the Bucks the game 6 all access and seeing Giannis like we did it. Now we do it again next year. I was like, dang, you just won.
Right,
That's how I feel.
Of all the people to be like, like, oh man, I don't look to the future. I just try to enjoy the moment. Like he was not enjoying the moment. Like he was definitely like, yeah, we gonna do it again. Like Chris kind of damn near rolled his eyes at him. He's like,
come on, man.
All right, fam. I still got the Olympics. Like I'm not thinking about a championship next year. Yet.
And then Giannis, I don't know if you saw his IG stories, but he posted a picture of D Wade and a picture of Dirk.
Oh yeah.
Then it was like a picture of Olajuwon, Kobe.
I think that was before.
Yeah.
And then he was like, time to get back to work. Like,
He probably is.
it's been a week.
He's probably back to work.
He's back to work.
I want to experience this feeling again.
He did say it was addictive.
He back to work. That's why
But
he
again,
ain't
you
in
weren't
the
even
Olympics.
enjoying it in the moment. Like how you what's the difference about it? Like you just think about the next one.
Greece would be an issue though if he actually played for him.
He don't like international ball as much as he likes NBA ball.
Yeah. And he's played for Greece in the World Cup and all that other stuff. Like it didn't go well.
They play different.
That's what I'm saying. This Giannis though.
I hear you, but it's still a different play style. That's he
Also,
likes
it's still just Giannis basically. Like
I mean, get the other bros.
it's still just Giannis
Yes,
basically.
Thanasis got better.
It's still just Giannis. Like honestly, his brothers will probably not even start for that team. Like there are other players from Greece, like Nick Kalaitis and shit. But like, again, it's not. But then again, Luka was Slovenian, so I don't know.
And they hooping. Well, he's hooping.
Well, actually, isn't Dragic? Is Dragic on that team?
His brother is
Okay.
the
Zoran.
Yeah.
Dragic.
tall. It's like he looked like a taller dragon. I see.
Taller
They
dragon.
brought him to Phoenix for a year.
Yeah, they did. He played with him
Mm-hmm.
because I think both of them were on the court at the same time as both the Morris twins were on the court, and it was the first time that it was like two sets of brothers on the court at the same time or something like that.
Get the Holidays and the Antetokounmpos and the Lopez's. And
Yeah. So,
anyway, sorry.
a lot of brothers in the league. That's what's up. But draft.
Speaking of Bledsoe, Memphis is trading center Giannis Valanciunas and the number 17 pick, along with the number 51 pick in 2021, to New Orleans for Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe, number 10, number 40 this year, plus a top 10 protected Lakers pick next year.
Yep.
I had no idea what to make of that trade. When I had to actually sit down and okay, what's going which way, and how does this even out? And I think it ends up kind of being even. I feel like giving up Valanciunas is a lot for Memphis.
I thought so too.
But they were saying he's extension eligible and going into last
That's
year
what
of his
I was gonna
contract, and they're unlikely to want to pay him, so they were kind of cashing in when his value was pretty high.
Because they know they got to pay John, they got to pay,
Dylan Brooks,
they got to pay
Jaren.
Jaren, they going to
Grayson Allen.
And whoever they pick this year is eventually going to get paid. So
they,
and it sounds like they're not.
They're
They're
not keeping
making it.
Bledsoe.
Well, no, they're not keeping Bledsoe. But it sounds like they're maybe not done making moves either. They're saying
got a lot of
they're still
guards.
trying to pick up. They're still trying to move up in the draft. So I don't know who they're going after. People have.
Damn, number 10 ain't good enough.
no.
I mean, if you try to get somebody that's gonna go number 7,
I hear you. You
no,
jump
it's not.
7 spots. That's a hell of a feat in itself.
Yeah.
But I mean, they still have ammo. That's the thing about Memphis. They have a lot of really good young players that they kind of need to consolidate at some point because, to your point, they can't pay everybody once they get off their rookie deal. So, at some point, you kind of have to turn 2 pretty good players into 1 really good player.
Damn. You know
Take
what?
to the next level.
We kind of contradicted ourselves about the Eric Bledsoe. Because, it is a what have you done for me lately league. And he ain't really did too much.
No,
that they actually have
he
to
did not-
attach
he
the
did
number
not.
10 pick to get rid of him.
I hear you. He did. And Adams. His contract ain't great.
Right. Adams is
I
probably worse
hear
than
you,
Bledsoe
but
at this
if
point.
the talk mainly was Eric Bledsoe
It
and them
is
having to
worse
attach
than
that 10.
Well, they're trying to free up space. New Orleans is trying to free up space because apparently they're making a run at Kyle Lowry. So having Eric Bledsoe on your roster, plus Kyra Lewis, who you picked number 13 last year, plus Nickeil Alexander-Walker, plus maybe Lonzo Ball, whatever, they have point guards. So, they have to move Bledsoe out to free up his money to go and get Kyle Lowry. So it's really about making an upgrade at point guard, not we're just trying to get rid of Bledsoe.
I hear you. having an attached number 10 pick to a player that's a lot.
But to Camille's point, like it's not just Bledsoe. It's
Right.
all Bledsoe
It's
and Adams.
Like if it was just Bledsoe, then for sure. But it's both of them. Like that makes sense.
And it's not like they're just giving up 10. Like they're just moving back to 7. Like that's 7 spots. That's not
That's a big jump.
in this draft. Not really. Especially depending on who New Orleans wants in the draft, or if they want somebody in the draft. Because
Probably
again,
don't.
like they've had a bunch of like top 20 picks in the last couple of years that aren't playing already.
We'll see what happens with Bled. He ain't gonna be with the Grizzlies. We don't know if he's gonna get traded, if he's gonna get bought out, whatever the case may be. But where do y'all think he will? I know we said Lakers already, and I think that's a realistic option. And again, Ken, y'all can do way worse than Eric Bledsoe at point guard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, like I know he's not going to, but I feel like he would be best served to stay in Memphis. Like
Their style
I think
of play.
that right now he's a backup point guard. Like he's a borderline starter, but like I think his best role will probably be a backup point guard.
Hey,
Like,
Bled, fam. Eric. Bledsoe. Bled. Someone go get Bled right now. Let me talk to him real quick. Listen, buddy. You know I got nothing but love for you. Always have. Always have. Always will. Why don't you come on up back to Milwaukee?
get bought out first.
Yeah, get it bought out first, for sure. Take that little pay cut. I shouldn't say little, it's a big pay cut. Take that big pay cut. Come up here.
I mean, if you get bought out, like, you know, hey, he still get paid.
Yeah, you still got paid. So it even out. Same. Come up here. Get you a 6 Man of the Year award, fam. That's my offer for you. You can do it.
No, if he get bought out, he definitely going to the Lakers.
Hey, but because he was starting in LA, most likely.
And he started his career in LA.
But if you wanted to win a chip,
You can do it in LA. Come to LA, motherfucker.
fam, listen, a 6 Man Eric Bledsoe on this Bucks team.
Yeah, I mean, I get
Fam,
you.
Bledsoe coming in behind Drew. The
I
point,
get you.
no one gets
Chris
a
Paul will
rest.
retire.
No one would get a rest. It's just, it's just straight clamps. And then in the playoffs, he only got to play like 10 minutes, and that's perfect.
Get him Teague minutes.
Yes, perfect.
Shout out to Jeff Teague, because he even knew. He said, I got an A on the group project. I'm good.
From the outhouse to the penthouse. Shout out to Jeff
And
T.
he got him back with his boy.
Yeah, he got it with his boy Bud.
I wasn't sure who you are.
No, that's Bud's boy.
He said, I ain't
Bud's
know
guy.
who was talking
He even said that. He was like, that's my guy, man.
I was like, I know.
We know.
Clearly.
When Drake said, we know.
We know. Some other draft news that's interesting. So Bradley Beal was apparently considering making a move out of DC.
Oh, they're trying to get him out of there so bad. Like, he
Requesting
do
a
not
trade.
want to leave. Like, let that man stay where he at.
Apparently he's been thinking about it.
He never came out and formally said, asked for a trade yet, though, did he?
He hasn't come out and said it yet, but he said if he would do it before the draft because he knows that's the time that he would need to get moved.
Mhm.
It's looking like he's going to end up staying, but it's worth bringing up that he, this time is saying that he was considering it. Like, not
'Cause
like...
people keep putting bugs in his ear, like, you need to get out of Washington, right?
Apparently
You know,
part of why he started thinking about it was when he heard Westbrook to LA rumors, and he was like, come on,
Like,
like,
bruh.
That's what y'all on?
I just gotta run, come on, like, come, and I get that, like, if that trade's about to go through and he knows about to go through,
Which is why Westbrook got out of Houston in the first place, because he heard James Harden was trying to get out. So,
Like, I can see Bill being like, look, if that's what y'all gonna be on, okay, alright, I tried with y'all, I really tried. I really did.
but I do wonder if, like, people like Bill and Dame, who are notoriously loyal to their franchises, like, if they see something like Giannis and, like, I want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, whereas, like, other people have kind of set the stage for, you know.
I thought that was the thing on Bill right now, was when they said that he may consider sticking around because of what Giannis just did.
I can see that too.
There was like an inspiration.
Because I think that's the thing. Like, every time a team wins a title, like, other teams try to replicate whatever it is that they did. Whether it's style of play, transactions, player type,
Development.
whatever it is, like, they're like, okay, what did they do to be successful? And then they try to emulate it. Like, so much of the Bucks is just like, they got Giannis. So it's like, I don't know how much of that you can really replicate.
A
But
team they are trying to replicate, though, is the Suns. Like, it's some teams that think, like, if they can just get a veteran point guard in place, they'd be good.
that's why Kyle Lowry's about to get the bag.
They say Kyle might get 30 mils.
God,
Might get it from Miami.
it sounds like Miami is like his top choice. But
see
think
that.
about like New York has a ton of cap space. Philly can make moves depending on what they do with Ben Simmons, who apparently Toronto is actually interested in.
Which
so,
is interesting. And Siakam's on the hot seat apparently, like trade talks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang, okay.
It's cooled off recently, but like there was a point where they were saying like that might be a target for Golden State.
See, I'm
I'm not really sure how that
Siakam.
fits with like Draymond. But
Apparently they wanted Bill. They want Bill more than they wanted
Yeah.
Siakam because the stars in Golden State, they was like, hey, we don't want these draft picks. We want somebody who can come in next year and be ready to go. We want us to start.
you know Draymond was leaning on him when he was briefly with Team USA.
I was like, the best thing
bro,
that happened, he left Team USA. they was definitely in his ears. When he left, I was like, thank God. Like somebody up there like, hey.
Hey, Chris
Come
might
on.
be the one telling Dame just stay put, fam.
Hey, you see how we practicing? Y'all don't practice like this, do y'all? You can have this competition to practice, do you? You like this shit, don't you? Come on over there. You know, our team stacked, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, this
Martin Ellis.
this is off the chain.
Yeah.
This is some good celebration juice. But yeah,
where are we going
we'll
with
see what happens with these trades.
Oh,
man.
replicating the Bucks. Yeah, I think like stars seeing the Bucks go all in on Drew is like whatever you gotta do, trade everything. You know what I mean? Like, so I can see other stars like Dame. Like that's probably Dame applying pressure to Portland is like, okay, we need to be better. Meaning, we got all your draft assets, we got all these young players. Like,
Go find
turn that
something.
into something. Same with Bill, probably.
It'll be a little harder for Brad.
No, Bill is the something everybody was like, turn the roster, gonna turn that into Bill. Or
That's the
Ben.
thing that I think that other people don't realize when it's just like, go team up somewhere. It's like Bill is the franchise in
Right.
Washington. Like if he gets traded to Golden State, like he's not getting catered to the way that he does in Washington. If he gets traded to Miami, maybe, but I feel like that's Jimmy's team at this point. It's not just about like who gets the most shots. It's about like who gets the best parking spot, who gets
Oh, in the
say
building, I
over
got you.
like
Yeah.
travel plans. Like all these things are kind of geared towards Bradley Beal. Also, he has roots there. Like like it's the personal element, not so much just like the on-court basketball stuff.
Fair enough.
Some other rumors though. It's a lot of Laker rumors as we
Hey,
alluded
everybody
to.
want to be with a winner.
No, y'all just be throwing shit against the wall.
Bruh.
Every off season.
Every name available. The
One
Lakers
of
are
them-
interested.
one of them gonna
The
stick.
Lakers gonna get Dame Lillard. How?
One of them
With
gonna
what?
stick.
And Kyle Lowry with DeMar DeRozan.
You
Because they
put it
said
in
they
the
playing
atmosphere,
together.
one of them will stick.
And Spencer Dinwiddie.
Hey.
That one might be realistic.
If they end up with Dinwiddie, they don't chase the rest of them. Like just go fill out the rest of your roster.
They won't have no money.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Everything else.
Dinwiddie might be a realistic possibility.
DeRozan sounded like he was thinking about possibly taking a pay cut, but he also sounded like he wanted a bag.
I think if there's a bag out there in a good situation, like he's going to take it. But also, like he's from LA, so I
Yeah,
think
that's
playing
what
with the
makes
Lakers.
sense.
Hey, that's what's up.
Probably
Come
appealing
catch
to
this
him.
mid-level real quick for 1 year.
Again, if you're going to take the mid-level, he's going to LA.
Come catch this mid-level over here for 1 year.
Yeah. You all right.
Hey man, you know who would be another wild one if we could? He ain't gonna come that cheap, but like if we get like Mike Conley.
He's a free agent this year too.
Also, like
I'm telling you, Lakers fan. Like, come on, man.
Oh, y'all could end up with Mike.
Mike gonna get Kyle Lowry money.
Yeah, no.
Like those are the top two realistically
That's how much.
available
Point guard.
players.
Yeah.
Player period, I think.
We still playing Luau Dang. five
Hey,
million.
I mean,
you know
we
what?
still
I
paying
can
Larry
understand. Yeah.
Like 2 more years.
That's 5 mil, bro. They can go towards something else, and we still paying this man, bro.
Yeah, I can't
Think,
even
what was
talk.
it, Jimmy Bus?
Man.
But yeah, DeRozan's name has been linked with y'all. Kyle
Mm-hmm.
Lowry's name has been linked with y'all. I don't know how y'all would pay Kyle. 'Cause
I don't know.
Kyle already said, I want a bag.
And Melo was on there too. I seen Melo today.
Yeah.
Really?
Melo's
Yeah, they threw
realistic.
Melo out there.
That's very
That's
realistic.
right.
That's this guy.
You know I love that.
And that's
And bring Derrick Rose. Let's go.
That's a chip opportunity. I mean,
Let's go.
if
He
Carmelo
probably-
go, you might get Chris Paul.
No, I'm saying he probably called Chris and was like, I know this is sound asking a lot.
But no.
She said, no, this is
Let's
asking.
get
No,
this ring done.
like,
Like dead ass.
this is a lot. I'm asking you for a lot because you can make $40 million.
I was gonna say he has $40 million guaranteed right now.
Yeah.
And they want him to opt out and take $5 million.
Yeah. Come get
You want your chip or not?
Come-
You try it by yourself.
You've made your money.
You already got that
and
once.
then LeBron's probably like, and low key, I'll give you. I got a couple for you.
I got a Billy.
I got a couple. I got a couple.
I help you out.
Matter of fact,
I got money to
come on here to
spare.
take a percentage in Spring Hill Entertainment. We can do it that way. I'll pay you on the back end.
That's a fact.
That'll
And
work.
he still got. Bring Cliff with you.
I bet you.
Bring Cliff with you.
I bet you he do be doing that on the low.
I said that before. On one of our shows a while ago, I said LeBron will front the money for. He's probably, hey, take this real quick. One of the AD, his trade kicker. We was talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, LeBron was like, hey, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
I got it. I got it.
Hold that.
If you got it, you got it.
Like, do we know how much he got paid for Space Jam? Because I'm sure what
Exactly.
Number one in the box office. That's all I know.
Hey, that's Chris Paul money right now.
Right.
Hey, you can have my Space Jam money.
How was Chris Paul not in Space Jam?
Oh,
That's a
no.
good
That
question.
didn't make he should have been in.
You'd have thought the banana boat would have been in there.
Yeah.
At least Wade was retired by that point, but like,
Was Melo in there?
Nope.
No, Melo wasn't in there either.
Hey.
Dame was in it though. Dame and AD.
Well, then he'd have passed. You know, Melo ain't show up either. Said Melo gonna be there? No. All right, fam.
That would be interesting if they ended up in LA though.
I love it. Give it to me.
I mean,
I don't think y'all would.
and like, I'm not even saying this to shade, but like, I feel like he has a good situation going in Phoenix. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
if the
I would-
Lakers gives him a significantly better chance at a championship.
Yeah,
than,
you're not wrong.
I mean, I did have the second best record in the league this year.
Right, like people acting like it's a fluke that they got as far as they did.
No.
Like,
It was a season-long process.
right, like they were a really good team that played a really smart brand of basketball. Like,
Keith said I want CP3.
I bet you.
Hey.
do.
I'm sure.
Listen,
I want Rihanna.
Hey, because he was supposed to be there before anyway when Kobe was there, so I'm still bitter.
Oh,
about
LeBron probably said that too. It's a
that.
whole
Exactly.
pitch.
He's like, remember, you was supposed to have been here.
You can have my Space Jam money.
He should have been had a ring,
Back
bro.
end. You should have been here,
He
fam.
should have been had two.
You can come back out to LA, live close to you. If you back with your family, like
Hey,
ain't no distance, fam. Like
I mean, he was in LA for what, 7 seasons? 7, 8 years?
a while.
It was a minute.
He was playing
You
with
used
he was
to
playing
the
with weak
building?
team, though.
Y'all was the weak team during that time.
Fuck that. We never was a weak team.
Hey, y'all want the one keeping the lights on this postseason.
Like the lights always on. It never go off. Never dim.
But is there anyone realistically that you like? Who is your number one dream scenario for the Lakers this offseason?
Real talk is Chris Paul.
She said realistic.
Yeah. I mean,
I gave a solid pitch.
She gave us realistically.
He's sitting there like, oh,
Hold on,
Chris Paul,
like the
they
thing
always
with
do.
the thing with Chris Paul though is like he's also the president of the Players Association. So like, what kind of precedent does it set where like you leaving $35 million on the table? Like, I get it, like people can do whatever they want to do, but at the same time, like they really look at people funny when they take less than market deals because it sets the precedent for other players.
and it puts pressure on other players or superstars to do the same thing.
I hear you,
Exactly.
he might want to ring.
Yeah, I like.
And
Kyle
then he
Lowry,
ring
too.
chasing, so
Like,
I mean,
that's
that
what I'm
would
saying.
come in
Like,
I like Kyle too.
You didn't at the trade deadline.
Right, you didn't want to give up THT for him. Now look at y'all.
Hey man,
Somebody said he might get max.
I told y'all. I
Damn.
told you.
His max is smaller, but still like
you said who?
THT.
THT, like I think 4 years, 80 something is like
Oh,
realistic.
Max for him
That's him. Yeah.
at this point.
He
Ah.
was a second round pick, and he only had like 2 years in the league.
I mean, he ain't that cold, is he? like
You're
80
You're
million?
betting on potential at that point.
That's because he flashes, bro. Like, oh, he the next, like
But
he that
also,
dude.
like he didn't get
Why didn't y'all play him
no
more
clock.
then?
And, like they were injured as fuck, and he still didn't play.
still
no
didn't
ball.
play.
Right, that's my thing. Like, why didn't y'all play him
It
then?
makes sense because at the beginning of the season he played well, and then we just stopped.
Was it the first quarter of the season?
I think before All Star break he was playing. But when it came down to the clutch and like us like end up getting into the playoff game and all this shit, he wasn't playing at all.
You would think, like I said, if you go max him, you would think he would be crucial.
Y'all gonna bring Caruso back?
No.
No, I
How much he talking about?
don't know.
Cause
He
Well,
gonna get paid
plotting.
though. Hey, he'll look good for y'all though.
That was a crucial out here giving buckets.
Can he shoot?
Yeah. Oh, he can shoot, bro.
Yeah, he can shoot.
When he get high, he can shoot.
and
Well,
he played
yeah,
defense.
Yeah.
And he plays
He
scrappy
definitely
defense.
play defense. He can shoot though.
Yeah. Like I said,
Especially
I
with how y'all played the kickoffs, man. He'll knock them down.
How long is Dante supposed to be out?
I think I'm ready for the season.
Okay.
supposed to be
Because I haven't heard, like, it just said out for the
When was it
playoffs, but it never
supposed to be
gave, like, an actual timeline for when he's supposed to be back.
Let's see if we got one.
No idea.
Because at that point, like, they're losing half of their bench.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you starting Pat? Like, I mean, I guess PJ, if you bring him back, like,
What's his contract looking like, PJ?
I would imagine, like, he knows this is his last contract. So, whatever he can get at this point.
Okay.
I saw somebody, like, pencil him in at 8.
Okay.
Which actually doesn't hurt, like, obviously, like, that puts the Bucks further into the luxury tax. But, like, that actually gives them a salary slot that they don't currently have. Because it's like, they have the big three, they have Brooke at, like, 12 or 13, and then they have a bunch of, like, players that aren't making any money. So, like having an $8 million contract kind of gives you somebody to match salaries if you want to make a trade for somebody. Because that's the thing, like, the Bucks can't make a trade for anybody because, like, they don't. You either got to give up a player that's in your rotation or, like, somebody that's not making enough money to bring back somebody good.
That's why these rookies got to pan out.
Hey, Jordan Nora out there playing.
I was gonna say, like, that, of all the players, like, I think Warwick might crack the rotation. He bug you off that bullshit. Like, Warwick might.
I mean, he won't be a rookie next year, so.
I don't think it's a rookie thing. I think it's a he don't play defense thing. Because
He was chewing him out like almost every time he got in the game. He did something wrong, and you would just see him on the sideline losing it.
Yeah, because, like, remember, like, Dante was the first player off the bench. Like, his first game as an NBA player. Like, he don't mind if you're a rookie. Like, can you defend?
And if you can get some playing time. Probably why he liked the Nats, because he tried so hard.
At least try.
But speaking of the Bucks, y'all got any NBA final last thoughts that y'all want to get off y'all chest since, the Milwaukee Bucks are the champions? Done broke the bet? Oh, it's a cord in there. There it is.
I was going to say, did it stick from the champagne?
The champagne.
No, man, we the champs. The champs is here. We're live. We're well. Pull them up.
Okay.
All right. Any real thoughts? Because an interesting conversation is happening now is, like, I mentioned it on the recap show. Again, thank you to everybody who was checking out the recap episodes.
Yeah,
y'all
shout out to
numbers
y'all,
looking
man.
great. Like, y'all was doing some numbers.
I have
with
an
the
idea
recaps.
for another one, but we can discuss that after.
I can't wait. I want another one.
They're also all on the YouTube as well.
Oh, see, there you go. We're giving it to you.
But the conversation that's happening around Giannis is, like, his place in history, and I was like, I want to talk about it on this week's show. So, I'm just read off his resume right now at 26. Again, he's 26 years old.
He's 26!
What, 8 years in?
Yeah.
Yep, 8 years in. He is a NBA champion. I said he's an NBA champion. NBA Finals MVP. 50 ball in the closeout game. He's a 2-time NBA MVP. He's a 5-time NBA All-Star. He's an All-Star Game MVP. He's a 5-time All-NBA guy. 3 times first team, 2 times second team. Defensive Player of the Year. 4 All-Defensive Team nods. 3 first, 1 second team. He was the NBA Most Improved Player. And he was on the NBA All-Rookie Second Team, which I completely forgot about.
If he retired today, he's still in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, in the Hall of Fame.
Today.
These are facts.
It's like today.
Someone said he's a top 5 power forward of all time. Is that unrealistic?
Well, let's listen. So, Tim Duncan, no, I don't think he's there yet.
Kareem.
Kareem ain't no forward.
No, I'm sorry. Didn't mean.
You know, Carl?
Huh?
Carl
Other
Malone.
K?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Definitely better than him.
You got Dirk?
Dirk.
Giannis got 2 MVPs. Dirk got 1.
Yeah.
Then you also have
Barkley.
AD.
Why is he a part of this conversation?
I mean, because
Anthony
power
Davis
forwards.
ain't up here yet.
I mean,
Anthony Davis ain't up here yet.
You can't even say he is.
Okay, so.
yeah. I'm trying
Time
to.
yet.
You also
Not
have.
yet. He ain't over yet.
But no, Barkley.
You
Yeah,
got.
Barkley,
Yeah.
You say he better than Barkley?
I think he has a better resume than Barkley. I don't think he's better than Barkley yet.
I hear you. Kevin Garnett.
Same deal.
Kevin McHale.
Yes.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah, after that, honestly, I think he better than everybody else on this little list here. So I'm going to just...
So what do we say? So
What's that? Top 10?
Duncan.
Carl.
No,
He
we
said
said
no.
better than
He
Carl.
said-
Fuck that nigga.
Dirk.
Facts.
Dirk. We said was.
Chuck.
It's close.
Dirk KG.
Dirk-
Chuck
real close.
and
KG.
Chuck and KG. So he's
So
top 5.
5.
Yeah.
At 26.
Am I being a homer? I feel
Tell-
like I feel like
No,
it's
that's
fair.
real. That's
Like
real.
aside from the
I'll
Karl
give you that.
Malone thing, which is just like fuck dude on a personal
Yeah,
level.
always, yeah.
Let me pull up Karl Malone's stats while you.
2-time MVP also,
I mean, yeah, he
but
got.
didn't win a title. The second leading scorer in history, although he's spoon fed, but that's not important.
Hey,
He
Giannis
scored
Stockton
the
was
point.
good at his job.
Oh, so he put him up there.
Yeah.
Oh, what though?
I feel like I don't know. I wasn't around. Like I wasn't paying enough attention to Karl Malone like before. Like they went to the finals against Jordan to know. Cause I feel like he was never like he was good, but he wasn't like man. Karl Malone was the best power
Yeah, he
forward in the
called.
game at any point. Like
feel
in
like
the
he
early
was.
'90s, was he better than Barkley? You know what I mean? Like
Here
I
goes
don't.
his resume. Karl Malone, 2-time MVP, 14-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 11 All-NBA first team, 2-time All-NBA second team. So he got 13 All-NBA nods. I'm sorry, he has 14 because he was also third team in 2001.
I think it's that.
That's one of his
Yeah, it
last
had
2
to be
years
like,
in.
yeah.
Because he was with LA in 03.
04.
Yeah, 04.
Well, 03, 04.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was still good up to that point.
Right, like he fell off a cliff in
Like
LA.
that was. I feel like Karl Malone at one point was in that conversation of being the best.
He
I
was,
mean, he was an MVP, so obviously he had to have been like good. But I'm saying like before, because those MVPs came in like when he was like 34, 35. So
Yeah.
like
We
when
can
in
ask
his
him.
early career, like I don't know how he was viewed around the league.
we can ask the people, who would you
Yeah.
rather have, Karl Malone or Giannis?
I don't think that's good.
Let's not word it that
Yeah.
way.
Oh no, yeah, we
Who's
can't
the
word
better?
it like
Who's
that.
the better player? Giannis or Karl Malone?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Because if I'm looking at just game, I could be a homer, but I want Giannis. I feel like he can just do more with the ball than what Karl Malone
Karl
can.
Malone
But again, it's
fade away.
different
It
eras
is.
too.
So
So
it's
it's
a little
like,
Mailman
unfair.
getting in the post, he was.
Yeah,
He was
different.
cooking.
Like, he was different,
He was
bro.
cooking.
I feel like Karl Malone's like the prototype like '80s power forward. Like that. Like if you
Yeah.
think about like what a power forward is, that was Karl Malone's.
Yeah.
Big
all
ass
that.
hill, Baldwin, big ass armbands.
Bro, I'm not talking about aesthetically. I'm talking about like the way he plays.
Why he always
No, he listed up all. Hell no, except him
Like
hooping.
white
Everything
women,
except him hooping.
likes kids and white women.
Oh,
Yikes.
hey, those are facts though.
I was gonna say,
Those are
yeah,
facts.
speak out of turn though.
Yeah, Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
damn.
it got ugly here.
Truth
quick.
hurts.
Exactly.
Boy,
Fuck.
Fuck
Jesus.
Karl Malone.
Yeah, fuck him.
Jesus.
You can tell myself that too.
But yeah, we gonna ask y'all. Let
Got
us
hot.
I'll run. I'll.
Yeah.
The mailman.
I'll run.
Giannis or Karl Malone? Who is the better player? We would like to know. Because even if you do put Karl over Giannis, then what? Giannis is 6,
Yeah, and still, he's 26.
I was gonna say
and he's 26.
Yeah, it's
like
like-
I want to make that clear.
His career nowhere near done.
Like if you told me Karl Malone, don't think like I'm gonna be offended. I'd be like, I can see why you would say that.
Yeah.
I can see why you would say it. I'm just hey, fine to me. 50 in a closeout game.
Yeah.
Karl Malone ain't do that shit.
Cleveland.
He was getting stripped in closeout game.
Yeah. The Cleveland baseball team, they changing their name. No longer will they be the Cleveland Indians after this season. They will be the Cleveland Guardians.
About time.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Some people was having
I was
a
like,
fit.
Like, how did you not look at that logo and just realize, like, how fucking racist
And
this
they
shit
retired
is?
the logo, then they were like, we don't have another, like, logo to put in the place of, what was it, Chief Wahoo?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could have been Cleveland baseball team.
No, we don't want that. That don't got no ring to it.
Still, shit. Instead of just
CBLs?
get
Wait.
that racist ass shit up out of here.
Bro, one of the first damn questions the motherfuckers. Can someone please tell me the difference between what's a Native American and an Indian? I'm like, come on, bro.
Ah, shit.
I'm like, why?
No,
Why?
Like if there was a baseball team that was called like the Cucamonga Crackers, like
I wouldn't be offended.
Yes, you would, because y'all be offended about signs in front of a library. So you would definitely be offended.
talking about you, Steve.
Didn't that
Be
dude
offended
walk
about the
around
wrong
with
shit.
a t-shirt like that?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the
Mike
Indian,
Jones.
yeah.
Mad as a motherfucker.
Oh, they were living.
They was ready to fight his ass.
How dare you?
How dare you? nigga.
You looking at that champagne like, I want mine. Go ahead, open it, fam.
Hey, man.
You want to celebrate with us?
Just open over there.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't trying to have no spills like that. Y'all's cleaning up damn near the whole episode.
Man, yours is like mine. We was cleaning for a minute.
I swear. That's why I was like,
I missed all the
ain't
Olympic
messing
takes.
with
I'm
it.
sad. I had some stuff to say. Like, dang.
I ain't
But I didn't
messing
want to
with
come
it.
in like, oh, we just said that. And it's like, oh, I wanted to say that too.
You can get your shit off.
Exactly.
It's not even important, man. We can keep moving on. But yeah, Cleveland changed their name. They went with Guardians because that was inspired by this large landmark they got coming into the city. And they refer to those statues as traffic guardians.
And now we have to replace half of the word. Because look at the end of Guardians, and then look at the end of Indians.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
A whole DIAN, yes.
Cleveland's a rough city, man. But shout out to y'all. When I went to Cleveland, I was like, look, Jesus. People live here?
Fam,
Yeah, man.
that's how I felt when I went. We drove through
God
Gary,
damn.
Indiana on accident.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I don't know what happened was we went on vacation somewhere. Maybe it's when we went to Nashville. And we took a road trip. And I drove all the way down, and his deal was he would drive all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
I take a little nappy nap, and I wake up, and I'm like, where are we at? And he like, GPS told me to get off. Here. I said, where are we? He said, Gary, Indiana. And I was like, what? It was desolate there. That's why I was like, where are we? First of all, I was like, it's not an expressway. So what,
Jesus, take the wheel.
Wait, they tried to have him take the streets back from
Fam,
Gary,
people
Indiana?
was walking outside when they saw the car pass just to come look like, oh, look at that car coming down. I was like, get us out of here.
Y'all about to end up in the movie. Somebody be running
outta
after
here.
y'all shit.
Out of here.
That's funny.
We have news. Xavier Howard has officially requested a trade.
Speaking of get me out of here.
Mm-hmm. That was coming, though. They didn't think he was going to put the training camp. They was like, oh, he showed up.
Because you want to get fined.
The dude from Arizona also.
Chandler
Chandler
Jones.
Jones. He wants a trade.
Somebody
Deshaun
said they
Watson
should
still
just
wants a
trade him
trade.
I think he
Well, he
needs
already
to,
said
he
he
need to
wanted to
focus
trade.
on some
Yeah.
other shit.
The
right
thing
now.
with Deshaun Watson was interesting because, like, Deshaun hasn't said nothing. He said he wanted to trade back in January. So it's like, he's just like, my stance hasn't changed. Like, y'all know where I'm at. But, like, now the Texans are like, yeah, we gonna shop you. Like, yeah, like, now they're like, yeah, we want 5 high picks and a good player.
They said that one of the things, because they're looking at the civil suits, because he still hasn't been charged with anything. But they're saying that one of the things that he's doing right now, or demanding, as opposed to doing settlements, or was holding up the settlements, I guess, is that he is adamant on not having an NDA himself, because he would rather tell his side of the story, because he don't want it to be like, okay, I guess they said he feels like it's not fair for them to come out and say these things about him and then him not be able to say something. Why would they want to hide after the fact? They're like, no, I don't want to sign an NDA. I want to be able to tell my side of the story once all of this shit gets cleared up. So that's another interesting aspect about it, but he ain't changed the fact that he still wants to get the fuck up out of Houston.
And here's the thing, too. It's like, if they don't reach a settlement and they just let it all play out legally, like, this won't even start to get resolved until after the season.
Yeah.
So whoever gets Deshaun is going to have to deal with this a whole year. So
But who want to take on that, though?
that's the thing. It's teams that's interested. That's the
But as
crazy part.
quarterback, as your face of your team,
Yes.
like, who want to deal with that?
And then,
Over-
Protesting your team the entire year. All this, like, who wants
Just
to
a
deal with
distraction.
all that? Yeah, it's a huge distraction.
and then you gonna piss off your fan base.
Exactly.
This
like,
is a
that's
big.
too much.
This is a big test of like how far can talent take you. Like,
Yeah.
like what's the limit? What is the limit here
But then,
with talent?
don't let him go somewhere else and then don't produce either.
Ooh.
It's gonna be, it's definitely gonna be a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he gonna be gone. But as we kind of mentioned, football is back.
It's back, man. I gotta get back into the mold. Like I
Right.
said, Bucks done fucked me up, bro.
I haven't cared about nothing but the Bucks.
I've been watching like different Olympic sports and
I've
shit
been
like that.
I love
definitely
the
into
Olympics, dude.
Did y'all talk about the 3-on-3?
No, we ain't talking about it.
Man, listen, the women's basketball team, 3-on-3 team, they have been doing their job.
Cooking.
Cooking. It's 3-on-3 is so fun in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Like,
it is, though.
Hey, cause it's nonstop.
it's not like
Once you get the bucket, all right,
Yeah.
make it take it, bro. Come on, we
Yeah, you
roll.
go.
I was like, they ain't gonna take the ball out. Like, they just kept
they
rolling.
kept
I was
going.
like,
It's just straight pick and roll. As soon as you make the buckets, pick and roll. Like, god damn, bro. I ain't even getting the ball yet.
it was someone who's like in the 3-on-3, like you can't have no weakness because it'll get exposed.
Yeah.
And like you gotta
ASAP.
be ready.
Did you see? I was watching the men's team when they lost. They was terrible.
I didn't watch any of the qualifying games.
Man, we had our best player was Robbie Hummel.
That's wild. But that's the best that we could.
He was hooping. We couldn't hit wide open threes. Then some dude started cooking us from three. I was sitting there watching. I'm like, bro, what? We couldn't find nobody else to play. We found Robbie Hummel.
Hey,
Ice
Robbie Hummel.
Cube and be like,
On the road.
what you got, man?
Robbie
Look
Hummel.
at Joe.
On what?
Look
In
at
real
Joe.
talk.
And he in his 30s.
Joe cooked though.
Y'all couldn't find nobody.
Joe would cook it and look at
Man.
You want to get an older
He
dude?
would cook
Call
it
Joe.
Olympics.
ISO Joe would have been cool.
Man, he been.
He'd have been
I
putting them
swear he
motherfuckers on the
would've been
island
cooking, bro.
every game.
He would've been cooking.
Every game he just been looking at him. I'm gonna head back him down a little bit.
Go ahead, give me that medal. Get up out of here.
Talking shit the whole time.
It's been fun. I've been enjoying the Olympics.
I have too. All right, I got a quote. I've been watching swimming, right?
Mhm.
So what? The breaststroke
Mhm.
is that the one where they do this?
Yes.
Okay, I was confusing that one with the one where they do it and then they hop out the water.
That's butterfly.
That's
That's-
butterfly.
mhm.
All right, I mixed all both of them up all the time. Cause I was I was getting mad. I was watching it with my guy, and I was like, "No, nigga, that's the motherfucker." we arguing. We was playing pool and shit. We arguing like, "Nigga, that ain't the back. Nigga, that's the breaststroke." He sure was right, shit. I was bad as motherfucker. I was like, "Nigga, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga." I got this.
I got a
I
podcast.
was like, "Nigga, I do this."
Tell me.
And I was wrong and shit.
Tell me.
I want to take a nap and watch this men's game tonight.
I mean, I'm watching a little bit of it.
That's not a bad idea.
I might be up. I might take a nap and then maybe.
I'm just being up late.
You are. You be up.
Well, I got to do shit tonight anyway, so I might actually stay up.
I got to be up early.
I'm
We'll
watching
see.
a little bit.
But NFL training camp is starting, and the NFL sent out this memo which said they was.
Oh
playing
yeah, I forgot
no
about
games.
this.
Biggest thing from that memo said that if the team has a COVID outbreak among the unvaccinated players and a game cannot be rescheduled, the team is subject to forfeit the game. That's an automatic
Mhm.
L.
Jesus.
It's automatic L. And if a game gets canceled because of COVID, none of the players from that game will get paid.
Oh shit.
For an unvaccinated player causing an
It's not
outbreak.
playing.
And NFL hasn't said like, hey, y'all gotta get vaccinated. They haven't mandated it.
Nope.
But they sure.
But they just
did.
letting you know.
They
Don't
sure
start no
did.
shit. They hit him with the don't be the reason now.
They set the rules for
Yeah.
vaccinated and non-vaccinated players.
But that's the thing, like, people want their freedoms, but it's like, okay, you know, your choices still have consequences, though. So, like,
Yeah.
if you choose not to get vaccinated, they
That's
laying
on
out
you.
exactly what's going to happen. So, like, whether you think it's fair or unfair, like, these are the rules. So, either you play under these rules, or you get vaccinated, or you don't play. Like,
As I said, people have been bringing these social media energy to real life, bro. Like, what you do has consequences. What you say has consequences. All right, chilling over there. If you don't want to be wearing a mask, you don't want to get vaccinated, shit like that, cool. Bring that shit this way if you want to. Your team gonna suffer, you gonna suffer, and none of you motherfuckers getting paid. Now what you gonna do?
I also just want to point out, if someone asks you a question about your vaccination status, you can't say that's HIPAA. That's not how HIPAA works.
and, not,
Hey, this is
and they
HIPAA.
usually don't even spell it right. Like,
This HIPAA.
That's not how that works, okay?
HIPAA has 2 A's, not 2 P's.
Listen, listen, you can tell somebody your own status. Like, that's not a violation of anything. That's if, like, your
You can just
doctor
say,
went
"I
and
don't
told
wanna say."
somebody your business. Yeah, don't bring up HIPAA.
Mind your own.
Yeah,
That's
there you
HIPAA.
go. Don't bring up HIPAA. Ain't nothing to do with that. But yeah, the COVID thing that the NFL put out, that had some consequences with some coaches, because some coaches was like, their access levels vary differently if they're not vaccinated. Like, they can't even be around the players.
Fuck this shit on my.
That's what two coaches said. Rick Dennison in Minnesota and in New England, Cole Popovich.
I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit on my.
And apparently Rick Dennison's gonna come back at some point. Just he don't want to get vaccinated, so he was like, until that's not a thing, I ain't coming. So the Vikings are keeping him on. They're keeping him on staff though.
Y'all need a new coach, bro.
They got one, but they're keeping him on staff too.
Y'all need a new coach, bro. Leave him alone.
They got one.
Y'all wasting a roster spot.
That's not how coaching works.
They got a coaching roster.
But ain't no spot like that.
We don't have to.
Hey, if you find his name
We
and the
know
paper
what-
say
we
coaching
know
roster,
move on.
My mama and my uncle Michael told me I need to be nicer to you, so I'm gonna move on.
See, I knew that y'all was being a-holes to me. Out here just mistreat me, just doing me all
They
wrong.
was like, why y'all be so mean on him on that show?
Just be harassing me. They the only ones that don't think they being mean.
Hey, I be having your back.
I know I'd be mean.
They ain't shit.
Eric be on your heels.
Ain't worth the spit it, text to cuss them.
I like that.
Hell no, I do like that one. Put that on the shirt.
Take foul on the front.
Wait, what did he say? What was the bar?
Oh, shit.
Ain't
Ain't worth the spit it, text to cuss them.
You bring out the country sayings. I like it. You make me feel like I'm going back home, like to my ancestors' land in the United States,
That's right. Like sapsuckers.
where we were where we were dropped off at. But hey, that's another story for another day. NBA transactions. It's a lot of transactions.
It is, man.
It's NBA stuff. It's some NFL stuff. It's some MLB trades. It's some injury news.
Whew.
Tim, just run us through real quick.
Right.
I need a break. I need to hit this celebration juice.
I'm hitting it like a shit got some shit in it.
Really have been over here swinging like.
This ain't for real tipsy and shit. Off of nothing.
And low key.
He on a sugar high.
The NBA Board of Governors approved Mark Lord and Alex Rodriguez as limited partners with the Minnesota Timberwolves and links in a vote. So, they're part of the Minnesota organization.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they on that 2-year pathway to
Ownership.
own it
I got
outright.
an installment plan for the NBA franchise. I didn't even know that was possible.
Hey fam, I want it.
They got layaway for a franchise.
I got 5 on it.
You know what the fuck the layaway?
Until my
You only got 2
grandchildren
years though.
dies.
You only got 2 years.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
This is gonna be
I
sad
got
for
it.
that. It's gonna be sad for that.
The Pelicans have made their coaching hire an official, announcing that Willie Green will be the head coach. A couple player options. The Nuggets. Will Barton opted out of $14.7 million. Somebody gonna pay him more than that?
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
In this market,
Yes.
Availability though.
who else they want to get the money to?
Okay.
Not available to you not. So they betting on future production.
Hey, Jermichael Green, he opted out of his $7.6 million contract. Cavs Isaiah Hartenstein opted out of $1.8 million, and Bucks Bryn Forbes opted out of $2.45.
Cat?
Oh, that's my chair.
Oh,
No pussies this week.
Qualifying
officer.
Senor Pussycat.
Never mind. John Collins for the Hawks. Okay, so these are restricted free agents now because they got qualifying offers. John Collins, Taylor Horton Tucker, Jared Allen, Hamidou Diallo, and Frank Jackson. LiAngelo Ball, though, is signing a deal to play for the Hornets Summer League
let's
team.
go!
Hey,
Let's go!
Out here.
Come on, LiAngelo, it's your time, man. You've had
It's
some
time
bad
to shine,
injury
man.
luck, fam. Listen, it's time.
It's time for you to shine.
Lonzo's unrestricted, right?
No, he's restricted.
He restricted? I'm about to
Which
say.
is part of why New Orleans plays good. We got this money off because we also could re-sign Lonzo if we strike out.
If not, all three of them could end up in Charlotte.
Oh, the big baller would love that.
That'd be wild.
That motherfucker never leave the TV.
He would live in Charlotte.
He'd be on every news station, at every gas station,
Every gas station.
on every radio station.
No, Michael Jordan ain't going for that.
He'd be harassing him at his door all the time. Mike! Hey, yo, Mike! That'd be wild.
Hey, LiAngelo, I'm cheering for you, man.
Most definitely, bro.
Come
Ball
on,
out.
man.
You gotta be out here.
Do your thing. I'm cheering for you. Don't make me be out here looking crazy, fam. Put my good name on the line. No, I'm playing.
I ain't doing all that.
NFL transactions. Washington and defensive tackle Jonathan Allen agreed to a 4-year, $72 million contract extension with a $30 million signing bonus. Washington tight end Logan Thomas has agreed to a 3-year extension, which is a great thing for him because he actually was a quarterback for the Cardinals at first.
That's crazy.
And he's turned into a successful tight end.
He had a great year last year.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. And then San Francisco.
I was saying he was a beast at Virginia Tech as a quarterback.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a second-round pick for the Cardinals.
I think it was 4th.
He was there.
He said close enough.
Right, but San Francisco and linebacker Fred Warner reportedly agreed to a 5-year, $95 million contract with $40 million guarantee. He is the highest-paid inside linebacker in the league. They said next up.
Never heard of him.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. No, Fred Warner nice, and then next up probably Darius Leonard for the Colts.
Have heard of him.
Nice. MLB trades.
He shouted him out. He was like, yeah, that's
He's
my market.
definitely next up.
So, looking at just the contracts, so it really go baseball money, NBA money, NFL money, hockey money.
Soccer money.
I'm not talking about in America.
Oh.
I'm not inclined to soccer. 'Cause that's ridiculous.
Baseball money, you still gotta go through the minors.
You do,
with-
but-
You got like 10 years before you can make that money.
Right,
Yeah,
And
like,
they got some issues that's been getting called out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the arbitrations and all of that shit.
it's hard to get
It's
paid.
harder
in
to get the
baseball.
money in baseball. So
Like you in the
easy-
But once
NBA,
you
like
get
you,
it's guaranteed for the most part.
then you good. Yeah.
and it's less people on the team, so like y'all less mouths to feed. You know, bigger piece of the pie.
Yeah, I will go baseball,
I would say
NBA.
basketball first, then baseball.
That's not the
Because it's
question.
only the top that get like the 10-year, $340 million or whatever.
And at this point, NBA players is approaching that.
Right, and it's only half the length. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
a starter, bro.
Because Giannis is what, like 5 years, 250 or
I
something.
think
like
so.
that?
That's why I was like,
quarter
you
of a
close
billion.
to that.
You got quarter of a billion.
So you know what? I will. Yes.
And think about how many max players are on the NBA versus like how many players in the MLB are actually getting like
Yeah.
the bag.
Yeah.
And if you're a second round pick in the NFL, it's like you still making a couple mil in your first year. No, your first 4 years. I was looking at it earlier because somebody was trying to tell me that they only made a couple thousand. I'm like, nah. He's talking about Eddie Lacy. I'm like, bro, fuck out of here.
Depends on your draft position. It's all
How you
sliding.
having an argument with somebody that ain't on the show right now?
F them.
Right, but I was. My point was he was trying to say that Eddie Lacy he only made a couple thousand. I said no. He still, even though he was a second round pick, he still made a couple million. And so I had to go look at the contracts to prove to him that you still made millions in
Also, think with NFL, like careers are so short. Like
4 years.
you know, unless you're a first round pick, you know, or you get to a second contract, you aren't like you're making a lot for like what we make, but like you're not making a lot for a professional athlete.
Yeah.
It's not putting what you're putting your body through.
Yeah. But MLB trades. That was a nice little thing to think about.
The Tampa Bay Rays are finalizing a deal to acquire slugger Nelson Cruz. I think that may be done by now. But Nelson Cruz from Minnesota Twins.
That's why we don't Ron Burgundy fan.
San Diego Padres are acquiring second baseman Adam Frazier from Pittsburgh Pirates, while the Pirates are acquiring right-hander Michael Miliano, shortstop Tusupita Marcano, and outfielder Jack Sawinski.
Got some names on this one.
Oh, what
So they goddamn names in this motherfucker.
We tried.
And yeah, injury news. NFL Rams running back Cam Akers ruptured his Achilles while working out and underwent testing that confirmed the injury. Per source, he's expected to miss the entire 2021 season.
That sucks.
What he injured, Ken?
It's Keeley's. My Keeley's, son.
And NBA Atlanta center,
Onyeka Okongwu.
there you go, is out for approximately 6 months with surgery to repair a torn right shoulder labrum.
He was flashing in that series against the Bucks. That's unfortunate to hear that.
I wonder if that makes it more likely they bring John Collins back.
He could. We gonna see.
I don't know why they in such a rush to get rid of him.
Maybe, well,
Another thing we're gonna see about apparently Daniel Bryan and CM Punk is going to AEW.
boy,
I got questions.
The Daniel Bryan one is that's confirmed, and they said
Also,
they said Daniel Bryan decided to go with AEW because he was able to work a more limited schedule but make similar money.
Mhm.
He's gonna have great creative input on his character, and he's gonna be able to work in Japan.
That's dope.
he loves New Japan Wrestling.
But okay, CM Punk. When was the last time? Well, he wrestled in 14?
That's last
Like
time.
7 years ago, bro.
Yeah,
So how do what?
I mean, it's wrestling. Like
It's a-
people.
So he can just come back and just
Yep.
get right back to it.
Yeah, I think he only
What was
like
the
42.
I mean, he was never really like like he's not Daniel Bryan in the ring.
That's why I haven't watched him, so I didn't know the type of.
Like he's much more of like a character base.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I mean? Like
okay.
it's more about like his.
I
I was
was
thinking he was like
wrestle.
Daniel Bryan because I was like, well, this.
He's
is
a ring tactician.
Like he can wrestle.
He's a good technical wrestler.
I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. I'm saying like you don't bring in CM Punk because he's gonna put on 5-star matches. You bring in
Yeah, you kind of do.
When did he have a fight? Like that one with Cena. Aside from that,
Undertaker
that was not.
at WrestleMania.
That was a good match.
Shit, that
That was
match.
5 stars.
That match just.
You know, with the old black guy.
Like that, he damn near should have
Yeah.
retired after that one. If he was gonna retire on any of them, not the Brock one.
Again, his strength is mic work, character work.
Okay. That's still
So like he
crazy.
could not wrestle. Like he could just be a manager and still bring in money and bring
just
in
because his
eyeballs.
name.
I was gonna be like,
How long was his run in WWE?
He had a nice run. I think he had the title for a year at one point.
Yeah, over.
Well, not like
I think
how long
I
did
think
he
he was
wrestle?
there for like
Probably like 10 years or close to it.
Oh, really?
yeah, around there.
I'll start watching wrestling that long.
Well, no, it wasn't 10 years. 'Cause
No,
I think he left in 14, so he probably got there in like 07, 08,
maybe,
somewhere around
09.
there.
Oh, okay.
He.
Because I miss his entire run.
I was gonna say
Like that was actually what brought me back to wrestling. Like I happened to watch on the episode when The Rock came back. I was like, oh, I want to see what happens. So then I watched the next week, and then like CM Punk was on that pop. Like I was like, this like he's entertaining. Like
yeah, he can really talk.
and then like that was like right before he went on his run,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I was gonna
he
say,
did the pipe bomb, and then it was
call a friend. I can get you someone to pitch CM Punk to you in 2 minutes flat. He can run down all the stats. He can tell you why he's great.
If we weren't running out of time, I would say call him live.
Hey,
Oh,
we
is
got
it?
to 8:30.
Well, he got in OVW in 2005, so that was the developmental, which is now NXT. ECW 2006 to 2008
Okay, so 2006. Because ECW
they was acquired by then.
no, but I'm saying like it was another brand on the main roster, so it wasn't.
Right. And then he was the world champ. Damn.
Oh no.
08 to 09.
Hold on, I am gonna call a friend, but let's see if he answers. This is never done this before.
I'm curious as to which one you're calling.
We're calling the wild card.
There are two wild cards that I'm thinking of right now, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
What y'all call him in You'll find out. When they was down there.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you are live on our podcast right now, sir.
I'm live? What do you mean? I'm in my car. How am I live?
Anyways,
Put your headphones on real quick.
so real quick for you. Do you want to use your name or do you want to use an alias?
I mean, we can go by Mr. Crackberry, although I don't think that's going to do much as far as answering who I am, but whatever. Let's go. We'll do it live.
For sure.
All right, Crackberry. So we were talking about the rumors of CM Punk possibly coming to AEW, and our good friend Ken here was sitting here saying, "I miss CM Punk's whole run. What's his deal?" Can you, in like 2 minutes max,
Enlighten me, sir.
say what CM Punk, like why CM Punk was considered a good wrestler?
Well, I mean, there's more. I mean, you guys know there's more to being a good wrestler than just like wins and losses or in-ring acumen. You know, like wrestling at its purest form is just storytelling, right? So, like, you know, who told a better story than CM Punk during the Summer of Punk, right? The pinnacle, underdog, anti-hero, lovable jerk, whatever you want to call him, like archetype that went in like, hey, as a heel, went into the whole like angle as a heel, and somehow through one promo literally turned face, even as he was insulting the audience, just because he was that relatable in the moment, you know. So like to go from that to just you know, you walk into Money in the Bank, what was that, July 17th, 2011, a moment I'll never forget where I was, right? I'll never forget where I was in Fox and Hound, Indianapolis.
Damn.
I told you.
Of Castle, 2 minutes away from Castleton Mall in Indianapolis.
There's no bigger CM Punk fan.
Wow.
And, I mean, it was an epic event. And I say all of that, right? Like, you see the reception, you see the audience. And yeah, of course, he's an excellent in-ring wrestler, right? Like,
Thank you.
The way he uses his, I mean, he's a very sound Muay Thai technical combatant. Like, he knows what the fuck he's doing. So you combine all of that. Oh, was there no curse words? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're
We passed that.
Yeah, so I feel like that was probably like, what, 138 seconds, so are we good?
We good, bro.
142. So.
You were close. Yeah, we good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yep, is that it?
That's all, sir.
All right, cool. Are you guys going to go to the rec tonight? Because I hear that...
Maybe, bro.
I don't know if I'm gonna be on 2K tonight, fam.
Okay.
But I'll let you know.
I'm still weirded out that I'm a Charlotte Hornet now. I don't really...
We can talk about that later.
All right, bro. We holler at you later, dog.
All right. I'll talk to you guys.
Bye, Julie.
Crackberry.
I thought he was talking about, I ate some booty yesterday and forgot to wash my mouth.
Dude put his work voice on.
Hey, broke it. Hey,
That's what's up. Okay.
You can
Let's
switch
go.
it on.
I
real
told
quick.
you. Hey, I know CM Punk.
I forgot he was that big. I forgot he used to love CM Punk, and then from CM
I'm
Punk
damn near. I'm
to
gonna go home and watch.
Seth.
Damn, that's what text him and tell him to text you matches I should watch.
Oh, I got you. I can ask the mayor that one too.
Okay, bet.
We can
Undertaker versus CM Punk. I'm telling you, watch that one.
All right.
WrestleMania.
If it's crowded, I don't care what
It
I'm done
won't be.
finishing.
It
I'm
won't
texting
be.
you.
It won't be.
This shit was
Y'all,
garbage.
like I said, he was garbage. I'm just saying, like, you don't come to watch CM Punk wrestle. You come to watch him.
But that's where I kind of disagree.
Like I did. Like I liked watching him wrestle.
Like, I guess I'm thinking about like that
matches.
Chris Jericho Mania match was very underwhelming, and like I feel like a lot of big matches that he really sold, like through promo work and shit, like was like, I mean, it was good, but
I have a different recollection on the events in question here. I'll have to go back and watch. But
When was Undertaker and
that was like
What was
WrestleMania
that?
29.
29?
It was one that.
The one that he was talking about with Money in the Bank, like that's a really good one to watch
Okay.
but we'll go
against
back.
Cena.
All right. Let's see.
So, in other news though, we'll see what happens with that. Oklahoma and Texas officially notified the Big 12, like, hey,
We out of here.
we ain't doing this. We gone. And then today, as we record, they talked to the SEC, like, hey, come, hey, y'all
Come
got some
get
room?
me.
Y'all got some room? Because we would like to come over there.
Can we spend a night?
Got me that
You
time.
got it.
Oh,
It was a funny
shit.
Tim episode. I told you. He been getting them jokes off.
Championship Tim over there.
Right.
Celebrating potty.
Thinking that's some real
Exactly.
some real party juice. Yeah, they said they out of here. Which the Big 12 is pretty much like, my God, y'all. They lost Nebraska to the Big 10.
Mhm.
They lost Colorado to the Pac-12. They lost Texas A&M and Missouri to the SEC.
I know Texas A&M is pissed.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be the one vote. Like, absolutely not. They said we came over here to get away from y'all in the first place. Don't bring that over here.
Hey,
No.
I'm a Big Ten fan.
Well, we gonna see what's gonna happen with these conferences, cause ain't no more Oklahoma. Oklahoma State games.
I mean, yeah, they can give us Missouri if they want to. They'll fit in.
Hey,
I think Missouri will have a disagreement.
Hey, nah.
So-
They like, I don't care if Texas comes.
right. There's some Madden 22 ratings that are starting to come on out. The wide receiver talk has some people in our group quite upset. It was quite a discussion about why Devontae Adams was a 99, but
Why not?
DeAndre Hopkins and Tyreek Hill were 98s.
Why
Did you
not?
watch football last year? No, I don't know.
Honestly, if it's based on last year,
Yeah,
my fault.
Devontae Adams was like that.
I mean, hell, Michael Thomas was 99 last year.
And
No more.
you're 94 now.
Exactly. It's based on what have you done for me lately.
There was someone who argued, I like the way they worded it, where they were like, Devontae deserves to be a 99, and I hear your argument about Hopkins and Hill, but then your argument shouldn't be that Devontae shouldn't be a 99, it should be that those two should be rated higher, because
Yeah.
Devontae earned that 99.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I
And that's
forget
fair,
who
too.
in our group said that, but I was like, that sums it up very, very
Yeah.
well for me.
But people would rather tear down than elevate.
Oh, of course.
Shout out to Allen Robinson, though.
Oh yeah, he definitely still up on there. He was
Hey.
top 10 last year, too.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, especially, yeah.
They played my man's Zadarius Smith, though.
Oh yeah, they released...
He's
the,
number 10 and an 89 overall.
Oh, for real.
He was number 4 in the league in sacks last year.
Mhm.
He was number 2 in the most double team. And he's number, I think, 2 or 3 in the last 3 or 4 years in sacks. And they got my man number 10 at a 8. He ain't even a 90.
But he'll probably get bumped up, though.
throughout
He
the
ain't
year.
even a 90, bro.
Throughout the season, he'll for
He'll
sure
get
be
bumped
up.
up.
Yeah, he'll get bumped up.
They did release, as Tim alluded to, I think they called it edge rushers.
Mm-hmm. Well, the pass rushers, because Aaron Donald was the 99 in that group.
Well,
No, he was
he had
98.
99 every year.
I
ain't
thought
he?
he was 98.
I thought he was a
I thought
99.
he'd been a 99 for the
Yeah,
past.
but I'm pretty sure he's a 99.
Yeah, for the last few years.
If anybody's a fucking 99,
It's
Donald.
Aaron
Yeah,
Donald.
that's what I'm saying. He probably should be the
Because
cut.
I think Khalil
Not
Mack
saying
was
that
like
you
a
wrong. I'm
96.
saying like, you know,
Oh, okay.
if he's not a 99, then
Yeah,
you
something
start
wrong.
the rankings over,
Yeah.
or ratings over us.
Hold on. Edge rusher. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Miles
this thing-
Garrett is a 98, and that's the highest edge rusher rating.
Oh, okay.
So
So it is the edge rushers then. It's Camille's right. He must be with defensive tackles then.
Oh, okay.
Because they already revealed him being a 99. I thought he was with them. That's why I thought everything was together.
No, defensive line was separate.
Ah.
And he
Yeah, it
was
definitely says
99.
that he's like it's
He's
announced.
99.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll see my edge rushers. But
I was combining. My fault.
we're both right in different ways.
Oh, yeah.
Two things can still be true. He was a 99. She was right too.
Any blow the whistles this week?
Steve Novak.
Oh.
Man,
Okay.
fuck him.
In that case, Dooch, let's blow the whistle.
Alright, now that's enough out of you. You know what? Tee his ass up.
Tim over here nodding with the video recording.
Damn right.
Voice. Like, that's right. You better tell him.
You did a great job with
Get
that.
the fuck up out of here. Thank you, sir.
Great job with that job.
Appreciate you.
Go ahead, son.
Yeah, so I'm gonna blow the whistle, and I hate that we have to do this, during celebration week. But Milwaukee Bucks employee Stephen Novak of Brown Deer, Wisconsin, now of Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin.
Let him know where
He's upset.
I'm
He
upset.
got his Karen on. He sent in a complaint because the Whitefish Bay Library had the audacity to put a sign out front saying Whitefish Bay will be a welcoming committee that recognizes systematic racism and actively works to address and dismantle it.
That's what's up.
Steve
That is what's up.
Novak was like, no, this is offensive to me,
Blasphemy.
and this has no place in our community.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, but that's the gist of what he said.
Make that make sense.
We're going to try to make sure that we all treated equal around here and uplift the people that are not. He said
Not
Why
on
you
my,
fuck that
why
shit.
you oppressing me?
not on my
Why
watch.
your foot on my neck?
Fuck the biggest.
The fuck?
That's basically what he said. Not on my watch. Fuck him.
How?
How did we get here?
How the fuck is
Well,
this
no, niggas
Steve
are
Novak,
white
who is like with black people
Brown Deer.
his entire life?
Marquette.
The NBA.
NBA. 90% of the damn league.
Even, like his last year as an active player, he was teammates with John Henson, who was racially profiled in Whitefish Bay.
Was it the same year he was a teammate with him too?
That's literally what I
That's
just
what
said.
he.
This
Also, you worked for the Milwaukee Bucks, who last year were willing to forfeit a playoff game to
Serious.
stand up against racial injustice and the shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. The same team that employed Sterling Brown, who was racially profiled by the Milwaukee Police Department. Like, at some point, ignorance isn't an excuse. Like, at no point is ignorance an excuse. But especially, like, you can't claim ignorance in this instance. Like, you know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And you know that systemic racism is a thing.
Yep.
Or at least, like, you've been told that. Whether you believe it or not is a whole nother issue, which clearly you don't. But, like, fuck them.
hey, fuck him.
It's disappointing for me to see that from.
That's wild, bro.
From
Like,
Steve
you,
Novak.
And I say employee, hopefully ex-employee, because like he's still, for those that aren't aware, he's still employed by the Bucks as a part-time commentator, part-time studio host on their TV product. So we'll see if he's back. He's been radio silent on Twitter since this shit broke.
I bet. Oh shit! Did I fuck up? Yes. Yes, you did. Yes,
Sorry,
you did,
buddy.
sir.
That being said, we're gonna move right on into top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tag top 5.
Want to do what they want with the recording.
I just did.
Can I just say I almost had a Richard Jefferson moment, because like I started to text y'all like, hey, how about like top Olympic sports as a top 5 this week? I'm like, I feel like we did that, and then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, we just did that.
My fault about not getting it posted up. Definitely thought.
See, that's why I forgot. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I definitely thought I handled that and
I didn't even notice you didn't have it up.
did not.
I won, by the way.
In your mind. But no, we'll just put both of them up. Y'all can vote on both lists. But this week we're doing best second round NBA draft picks. I think we might have done this one before too, but if we did, that's okay.
I don't think we did second round. I don't think we did.
I don't remember it, but
I got an update
We-
to my
I mean,
list.
we've been doing this shit for 4 years. Like, it's gonna be some repeats or something.
There shall be
And
repeats.
this might change. Things change. Facts change.
Right. Chris Middleton's the NBA champion.
Oh yeah, he done moved up on
Yeah,
one.
he's almost.
He done moved into mine.
Put him on there.
Tim, you ready?
I guess I am.
Let's
Do we need to go reverse?
You know, go reverse. Spin in reverse.
All right. So my top 5 at number 5 I have Gilbert Arenas.
Hey,
I had
0.
Gilbert was on my short list.
Number 4 Lou Will.
Ah.
Number 3 Chris Middleton.
That's a choice.
You got a Hooper list, okay?
Yeah, because I like.
This is a McGov list.
Yeah. Number 3 Chris Middleton. Number 2 Ginobili. And then, number 1 Jokic. He's MVP. Cool. Jokic.
Oh, you said Jokic. I'm like, cool. I'm like Jones.
Interesting. So at number 5, I got Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol.
At number 4, I got Chris Middleton.
Oops.
At number 3, I got Draymond Green.
I ain't want to put him on my list. Fuck him.
Number 2, I got Manu Ginobili. And at number 1, I got Jokic. I got the Joker. I got Nikola at number 1.
MVP.
You know, he took Ginobili's
I mean,
spot for me
took
when he got the
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah, when he
Yeah,
MVP,
when he got
so
the
you gotta-
MVP, that took it for me.
He gotta
I'm
be
sorry.
number 1.
I'm gonna go up. Okay. 5, I've got Draymond Green. 4, Gilbert Arenas. 3, Marc Gasol. 2, Manu Ginobili, and number 1, Nikola Jokic. I'm sorry, Chris. I tried. I tried. Give me another title. You on here?
See, and that's where I'm gonna go. So number 5, I'll put Chris. Number 4, I got Draymond. Number 3, I got Marc Gasol. Number 2, I got Manu, and number 1, I got Jokic. But it was really only because of the MVP, truly. But he was already like pushing it beforehand. But the MVP, because I'm like, okay, Manu was absolutely fantastic 6-man. Granted, he played the whole fucking game. He only be on the bench the first 30 seconds of the game, sub in, and he get the 6-man of the year shits. But Manu was amazing. He was a key call, but Jokic was the call.
Yeah.
That's the difference maker. It is the call. I mean, Murray comes back, you can kind of go hand in hand.
No, offense runs through Jokic.
He is their offense, essentially.
Yeah.
Like you said, like everything runs through him. Like he's a hub that kind of makes everything else go.
And then you have
my short list was a bunch of Bucks or former Bucks, like Michael Redd, Malcolm Brogdon, Middleton,
I know.
and then Dragic was the other one.
No, Millsap.
Nah, he wasn't on the level of these other dudes.
Rashad Lewis.
I mean, his prime Paul Millsap was.
No.
He was kind of nice. He was kind of nice with the Atlanta squad. Him and Hal Horford was doing damage.
I do want to shout out Mike Price.
He was good.
I do want to shout out Mike Price.
He ain't on this list though.
Mike Price didn't make mine, but
Yeah.
dude was a hoop. He could hoop.
I had Rodman on here too as a
Robin who?
tennis.
Oh, Rodman. Okay, I thought you said Robin. And I was like, no.
No. Dennis Rodman. I had him on my short list because I'm like,
Thought you was trying to make a funny like
I did
her.
too. I was like, wait, what?
Make it funny.
But yeah, y'all, that's the show. You know, we hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, as a reminder, make sure that y'all like, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff that helps the show grow. Tell somebody about us. Share us. Talk to somebody. If you haven't already, download the Good News Radio app. Make sure you take part in the Tech File Challenge. Let us know how you celebrated the Milwaukee Bucks win. And again, download that Good News Radio app. And with that being said, I'm going to sign off. I'm Camille. If you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
wait a minute.
on the Twitter and the Instagram at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you, good sir.
I want to shout out the Good News. They're having a Good News Sports showcase coming up on the 31st. So if you're in LA or at least around the area, please check that out.
Show up, show out.
Indeed.
May get a remote appearance from your favorite sports podcast.
Ain't no man.
Okay, you will get a whatever I just said. But at Bucks Burner on Twitter,
That's all you get.
Bucks Burner, aka the 2021 NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks Burner on Twitter. But you got that right.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. I'm K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. C'est la vie. See you next week.
Here we go.
This has been a presentation of Break Radio.
This shit funny as hell. from last week.